Take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. So take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Then lay your troubles down. When you're tired of all the drama, makes me wanna holler, yeah. I know you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. 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 You're tired of stressing. You're on your shoulders. Breathe in, let it go. You're tired of stressing. You're on your shoulders. Breathe in, let it go. 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 Just breathe. Just breathe.
What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Do we hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Am I tuned in? I hope you're tuned in right now. What's up, everybody? Want to give a big shout out to blowradio.com, JPA Elevated. Yours truly, keep a smile on your face. Yes, I'm taking over for Patrice. JustPatrice. I'm taking over for a couple weeks. I might take over for about 2 or 3 weeks. She's not in trouble. She's not in jail. She's not out of town. She's doing what she needs to do for her. And that's she'll tell y'all when she come back. That's all I'm gonna say. But what am I doing here? Well, first of all, I'm taking over. It's a takeover. It's a keep a smile on your face takeover. And what am I going to be doing? Well, I'm going to be interviewing people and finding out who are they and what do they do. That's all it is. Okay. And if you want to get in, you know how to get in, right? All you do is leave your comments wherever you're looking from, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, whatever it is, you just type it in that small little box down there, and then I come up with your comment, okay? And whatever that comment is, if it's appropriate, I'll play it. If it's not appropriate, I'm going to talk about you. That's the way it is. And anything I say do not have anything to do with JustPatrice or blowradio.com. That's my disclaimer. I'm letting you know that right now, okay? So it's all good. Got a lot of special guests on today, people that you should know. And if you don't know, you will know before you log off today. We're here between 1 and 4. Good afternoon, Lisa. How you doing? We have a packed show. So I have a lot of information to get in to you before 4 p.m. And I know some people can't stay with me the entire time. You're going to log on. You're going to log off. You're going to go in between. We're going to have some pop-ins and back and forths. But that's cool. That's what this show is about. So we're going to have a great time today. You're live with just D-Rock. not JustPatrice, but exclusively on blowradio.com. So make sure you log in with me and let me know what's going on, what's going right, what's going right, what's going wrong. You know how we do. It's all good. It's all good. Want to give a big shout out to the one and only Milwaukee Bucks. That's right, the Eastern Conference champions of the NBA. I'm getting choked up. Did y'all hear that? I just got choked up. Man, dude, we are making history. And everybody's talking about Bucks in 6. I'm not saying that. I'm saying one more win. That's all I'm saying. One more win, y'all. I was saying 2 more wins for a minute, but now I'm saying 1 more win. And I'm just so happy. Y'all don't understand. I'm a Bucks fan. I've been a Bucks fan since Sidney Moncrief. Okay. I have not turned on my team. There's a lot of people that's jumping on the bus. I don't care. Get on the bus. It's time to get on this bus to victory. And I'm talking about the championship victory that we're going to take on tomorrow, hopefully. But if not, I just need 1 more win. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's tuning in now, everybody that's really a Bucks fan. Share this right now. Share this. This is going to be a very exciting show. I'm nervous. I got butterflies in my stomach because I got a lot of people that's going to be tuning in and saying what's up. So real quick, got some comments already. What's up again to my girl Lisa. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Good afternoon to you too. Want to say what's up to Miss Robertson. Hey, how you doing? Big shout outs. Miss Robinson, please put the name of your company. And I know it's Munchies, but I want everybody else to know what's going on with y'all. What's up, Big Steve? What's up, boss? How you doing, man? The Big Blue, I see you, baby. I see you. Star Marie, what's going on? Hey, you doing? Hey, good people. How's everybody doing? And what's up, Lou Red? What's happening? Lou Red with a double D on the end. What's up with you? I'm back at you. And again, y'all, we got a packed show, man. We got a packed show. I called some people that I know and let them know that I'll be taking over. And they was like, okay, cool. I got you, D-Rock. I got you. We'll be in on you. Thank you, Ms. Robertson. Thank you. Munchies, y'all, the best food in town, hands down. Real talk. I love their delivery service. They'll bring it to you in the whole 9. So again, back to my Bucks, y'all. Hey, we doing a great job. I'm gonna leave my personal comments to myself till after we win the championship, but I am very excited about our Bucks, y'all. We are making history. And I don't know if you've been down to the Beer District or not yet, the Beer District, whatever you call it. But let me tell you something. That is something to see. White people, Black people, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Hmong, Chinese, whatever ethnic background, Jamaica, everybody's down there. Everybody's down there, and they're cheering for one team. They're sharing beers. They're sharing high fives. Nobody cares. Like, for real, you would never think that this city, how divided we are, that's what I like seeing. Of course, I like seeing my Bucks win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from that. But I'm saying being down there at the beer district and watching all of these people, man, it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful thing. It felt like my city is coming together because of the Milwaukee Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I won't get into it talking about other teams and football teams. I won't do that. I'll just stick to the Bucks of what I know. Okay. Had a challenge with a dude the other day. He going back and forth with me talking about, I bet you can't name more Bucks than me. I'm letting y'all know right now I won. I started out and told him you can start Googling names. I ain't got to Google nothing. Put down your phones. Let's go 1-on-1. Just start naming off Bucks. I started with Lee Mayberry. I'm just letting you know how I do. I started with the Lee Mayberry, the Lee Mayberry and Ty Day. I went there. I went in that era. You know, I didn't even get to Ray Allen and Glenn Robertson. I didn't even get to the big 3. I didn't get to the Glove, Gary Payton. I didn't get to all them. I went back. Then I started getting current. He started falling off by the wayside. I'm letting y'all know, man. I said Lou Alcindor. He said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He lost. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar never played for the Bucks. It was Lou Alcindor when he was with the Bucks. I'm telling you, man, I'm a Bucks fan, dog. Don't do me. So anyway, shouts out to my Bucks, man. It's all good. Again, shouts out to Munchies as well. Got a lot of things going on today, y'all. Got a lot of guests coming in. I won't say their names until I actually bring them on the screen because anything can happen. Anything can happen. You know, people got things they need to do, and some people is gonna be here. Some people are not. I'm glad you're here, okay? But I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go ahead and share this right now with anybody. Let them know that D-Rock has taken over there. I don't know where Patrice is. They don't know where Patrice is. Did I kidnap her? No, I didn't do anything wrong to her. She's on a well-deserved break. And like I said, she's taking care of herself right now. She's taking care of things. So this is sponsored by, again, blowradio.com. Yours truly, D-Rock, JPA Elevated. And we're gonna have a good time, man. I'm here. So talk to me. Find out what y'all doing. What are you happy about? A lot of people not Bucks fans. What are you happy about? What's going on with you? Want to give a big shout out real quick to something I've been working on for a while, and I'm gonna let y'all in on it. It's called the Underground Comedy Network, the Milwaukee version. Okay. The Underground Comedy Network. Yes, I know I spelled comedy with a K. Why? Because keep a smile on your face. That's it. Ain't nothing, so undercover about that. But it's the Underground Comedy Network, y'all. The Underground Comedy Network, what is it? It's a network where we can network with each other for people that really love comedy and really want to check it out on the underground scene. Okay. I got a spot that's really nice. My guy was supposed to be guest on. I guess he's not tech savvy like that. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. And I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit about it. But to know more, you got to log on, because I can't let everybody. It's not for everybody, if that makes sense. The Underground Comedy Network is not for everybody, but it's for anybody that love comedy. Okay. And we're the Milwaukee division. We got a Chicago division coming up, a Philly division, all the cities. We're gonna have them all. So that's the Underground Comedy Network. That's how you can get to it. Hashtag UKNMKE. Go to it, click it, and I'll add you as a member. Yes, we're looking for people that really want to get out and motivate it. Promote it, motivate it, and be a part of it. You get discount tickets. You get some shows. You get free shows. Sometimes I get invited to shows, or I get booked for shows, and then they give me tickets, right? I'm tired of giving it to people that don't come to the show. Can I keep it 100 with y'all? I give it to some people sometimes that don't come. Oh, D-Rock, I had to do. Was that last night? Oh, damn, man, my fault. Nah, no more. Family or not. I love y'all. But check it out. I'm going to start moving different, because the way I've been moving ain't been right. So I'm going to start moving different. So the Underground Comedy Network will give you an opportunity to go to comedy shows for free or at a discount rate and see comics from around the country. These are not just Milwaukee related comics. These are comics from around the country. We had my boy in the other day, man. He came through and ripped. He did like an hour and 10 minutes. He was like, D-Rock, I didn't even know I was up there that long, but it was just that good. Talking about the one and only Big Keith from Chicago, y'all. Killed it. Week before that, I had my boy come all the way from Norfolk, Virginia. He came from Norfolk by way of, where is he from? Jersey. Cool Bubba Ice was in the building, y'all. People out here working. They passing through our city, and it's not no big ticket prices, but it's a big show. Every Saturday, got my boy Marlon Hill. He does his own comedy pub. No more Saturdays with the NBA. So you can it's the perfect date night. You can come on out and check it out. I'm telling you, man, off the chain. It's not really expensive. Very, very good show. How do you get all this information? The Underground Comedy Network. That's all you do. Go to the Underground Comedy Network. You can inbox me. You can say, D-Rock, I want some free tickets. I might be able to get you some free tickets. Sometimes I get you a discount rate. Sometimes just come support for real, for real. Do that. Support for real, for real. It's crazy that I went to go purchase my tickets for Dave Chappelle. Almost sold out. Almost sold out. The Dave Chappelle show at the Summerfest, the amphitheater, almost sold out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm gonna keep my peace, but y'all know what I'm feeling. Y'all know what I'm feeling. I hope you do. If you know me, you know what I'm feeling. Real talk. Dave Chappelle, my dude. I can't wait to meet him. But y'all will sell Dave Chappelle out, but won't come see us for $10, $15, $20. Dave Chappelle tickets, by the way, started at $100. That was the starting rate. Almost sold out. I don't get it. And I ain't finna get into it. I'm just letting you know. Catch it. And I'm talking about the Underground Comedy Network, y'all. It's gonna be off the chain. I got tickets. I got shows coming up that we need people in those seats. They already made their money. They already paid us. They already got. Now all they need people is to come to the show. Yes, we got clean shows. We got blue shows, as they call blue shows. We got comedy. We got shows you can bring your baby mama or you can bring your mama. You can bring your auntie, you can bring your uncle, you can bring some of these shows. We got some gospel shows coming up. The Gospel Explosion is coming to Milwaukee. I'm on that show. I think I'm the host. Y'all might want to get those tickets like right away. I ain't gonna tell y'all who on the show, but it's somebody y'all love in the comedy network of gospel comedy. That's all I'm gonna say. He was on Rick. What's dude's name? Dude that played Tyler Perry. He's on Tyler Perry. That's all I'm gonna say. So y'all might want to hear him get those tickets, y'all. It's off the chain. I'm just excited, man. I'm, like I said, kind of nervous, kind of glad to be here. I got some guests coming in today that's going to be off the chain. If you want to leave a comment or something real quick, I got you. Give a shout out again to my people that's on here. What's up, comedian Rick Walt? What's up with you, fam? I heard y'all did a wonderful job over at your spot, at your poolside, man. I seen it. I followed it off the chain, man. Great job. Do your thing, Rick Walt. Want to give a shout out to hey girl. She said, hey, link the page again. The link to the page again. Oh, the link to the page is right there. UGKMKE hashtag. Okay. All right. You got that? All right. Hashtag UKNMKE. I'm letting y'all know right now. I talk too fast. Sometimes I got to slow down. Sometimes I just say stuff. I be speaking too fast, speaking from my heart. So I'm gonna slow down and try to get this right, man. But I'm gonna give a big shout out again to Patrice and Blow Radio, the whole Blow Radio family out there doing their thing. And thank you for having me on today. Let's go to real quick. I gotta give a big. We don't want to say pay bills, but I do kind of want to pay some bills real quick. I want to let y'all know something we got. Let me see. I'm working this by myself, y'all. Ain't that crazy? So bear with me. I think I'm getting it. Yep, there you go. Okay. So my girl Patrice having an appreciation show coming up real soon. Check this out.
I don't even know what he be like. Calling me. Just, I got to get to know him because he be like. Calling me. Just calling me.
Details will follow y'all. I'm letting y'all know right now. So it's gonna be off the chain. She's doing an appreciation show. All her appreciation shows when she do them, it's top level. This stuff off the chain. So just trust me, man. It's off the chain. It's gonna be a great thing. So what else I want to do real quick? Because my guests are starting to call in and they're starting to get in. It's all good. It's all good. Back at you, comedian Rick Walt. Back at you. Great job, sir. Just getting everything in. Oh, let me let y'all know. Patrice did another a thing for me, man. I was like, wow, I loved it. And here you go. Check it out.
Shelly, let them know what it is. The envy of many. No need to give me credit. My cup runneth over.
I love that. We're going to make it longer in a minute, y'all, but I love that. Thank you so much for what she do. And I'm talking about Patrice as my manager, as my friend, as my sister. This girl is, this woman is amazing. She do her thing, y'all. I got to give her a big shout out. Okay. All right, y'all. So, what are we going to talk about today? Again, anytime I come on, it's not about me. It's about somebody you should know. And, his device is not hooked up right now. I was going to bring him on right now. And then my other guy, he's actually flying out today. And I talked to him and I said, man, I want you on the show. So he should be logging in any second. And I want to know who you are and what do you do? So go ahead and put your comments in. We already said one young lady, Boss Lady Robinson, Shamika. She been doing her thing with the with the Munchies, man. If you don't know about Munchies, please log in to her website. I mean, to her Facebook page, so she can actually let you know more about her and what she does. But her food is amazing. Oh my goodness, the food is good. I'm talking about everything from the chicken wings to the wraps. She got everything. She got that late night food when you need that late night food. She got you. So it's off the chain. So it's okay. Yep. So it's cool. It's cool. Oh. Yep. There you go. Yep. So like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on. My guy getting ready to log in any minute. He just texted me, so it's all good. He'll be on in a minute. What do you do? What is your company? What is your business? You should have that already. My business is comedy. Also, I've been asked to do a mentorship with a couple people, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy how life is. I remember when I was turning and doing the wrong things at the wrong time, I turned to my pastor. And back in the day, we had pastors that would come out and get you. And my pastor used to take us to Chicago and talk to us about staying out of trouble, just being men. It wasn't even about religion. It was just about being grown men and being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And a couple friends of mine, they're dealing with their sons that's out here. School is out. Actually, school been out over a year. Just let you know. And they getting back into the wing of things and trying to get ready to go back to school. But some of these cats have checked out already, and they moving in the wrong direction. And they asking me, D-Rock, can you? And I'm like, okay, let me see what I can do. Besides my kids, which is my number one priority. I try to, take a couple people under my wing or guide them in the right direction. So I might be starting a mentorship, and we're going to all run it under Keep a Smile on Your Face. I'm going to run it under Keep a Smile on Your Face Entertainment, because that's what I do. I try to keep a smile on people's faces, regardless of what they're going through. And you never know what somebody's going through. Ain't that a trip? You never know what somebody else is going through. They can be smiling, but on the inside, they crying. And that's part of my pain and a part of what I'm telling you guys about. And sometimes I open up, sometimes I don't. But you have to open up to let people know that they're not alone. They're not alone. You're not by yourself. A lot of people think, oh, this just happened to me. No, almost the same situation happened to somebody else. But because ain't nobody talking about it, don't nobody want to say anything because they're embarrassed or whatever the situation is. Nah. I'm actually writing a book, trying to be an open book to let other people know that you're not by yourself. Okay, we here to uplift people. I'm tired of everybody putting each other down. Oh my goodness, we love tearing each other down, don't we? Not me, not you, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop tearing each other down, man. Let's start lifting each other up. What are you doing? How can I help? Even if I don't like you personally, so what? So what? Are you moving towards something positive? If you are, I want to help you out with that, whatever that is. So what do you do? Why are you here? What's your purpose? I need to know. They're going, man, Devon in the building. Look, so he's concerned. He's like, where's Patrice? I'm calling them people. The world is watching. That's right, man. I hijacked her show and the world is watching right now. Thanks, D. That's my dude. And I need some red lipstick now. We ain't doing the red lipstick, boss. We not. Really? We're going to go there? We not doing the red lipstick, boss. We just not. So it's off the chain, man. Hey, I see my guest and popped in, man. This brother's a very busy brother. So let me set up and get ready for him. And I want to thank him before I even bring him on. I want to thank him for the things that he has already done with me, for me, and having me involved. Haven't talked to the brother in a while, but that's because he's busy. I'm busy. But it's a great thing, man, that you can just call your good friends. You can call a friend up that's still busy and be like, hey, man, I need you to jump on with me real quick and talk about what you do and how you do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me go here. Patrice is watching me too, y'all. So I gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. So without further ado, y'all, gonna bring up to my dude, the one and only Mr. CL Woodson, y'all. Give it up for him. What's up, CL?
What's happening, man? What's happening? Thanks for having me, D.
Man, thanks for taking out time, man. I know you on a flight getting ready to go to somewhere.
Yeah, I'm always moving. Yeah, I'm always moving around, man. I'm sitting here at the airport now, but I had to look out, get on with you. You asked me, so I'm here, baby. Yeah,
thank you, man. Thank you so much. First of all, just to let everybody know, Mr. C.L. Woodson is the writer, director, actor. I don't think he's still doing music anymore, but producing a whole nine. Just to let y'all know, Mr. C.L. Woodson been doing this thing for a while. Let the people know a couple of your credits that they might not know. I can just keep talking, but I want to let the people know.
Okay, well, like you mentioned, man, I started doing music back in the early '90s. So we did 3 CDs. We did a movie soundtrack for the Hitmaker that came out. The Top Prize album. That's what I'm known best for. The Top Prize album, Playalistic Conversation. It came out in 1997. Myself and my brother Romeo. And then I moved on. After that, I wrote the movie The Hitmaker back in 1998, and it dropped nationwide in 2001. Blockbuster Hollywood Video all over the country. And then I moved from there, and I not completely moved, but from there, then I started doing stage plays in 2008. And you was a part of 2 or 3 of them back then. Yeah, back in 2008 is when I did my first play. What was it? Not Leave It at the Just Believe. I was going to say Leave It at the Altar, but that's the movie version of Just Believe. Yeah, because I turned that play into a movie. And Just Believe was the play, and then Leave It at the Altar was the movie for the same play.
For sure.
Yeah. So from there, man, I just been doing plays, and I did 2 books. I released a book in 2007. Entitled Platinum Bound, that was written to inspire youth to chase their dreams despite where you came from, despite the roughness you may have had it in. But look at me. I ain't never been to college in my life, man, and I done did 5 movies, 6 stage plays, 29 shows all over the country, and steady moving. So, I just released a brand new book. My brand new book from Lovers to Enemies just released on July 1st. And it's just flying off the shelves, off the trunk, off mama house, off the kitchen table, and everywhere else, man.
That's a
so
good
I'm just
thing.
Still moving. I'm just still trying to, just make a difference in this world, man.
And you have made a difference already, bro. Give you your flowers while you're here. I'm letting you know now you are a big inspiration in my life, brother. Even though people don't say it all the time, even though I have said it a lot, I'm letting you know, brother, it's been some things that you have moved in my life that God has guided you to me, and we've done things. There's no way I would have 3 movies. 3 independent films,
right,
2 stage plays, and all this other stuff. Man, he had his own clothing line, Ball and Big clothing line.
Yeah, we did the clothes too, man. I forgot about that. Yeah, we did the clothes.
So, man,
we were doing a lot of stuff in the beginning, man. We was before our time, man. So when people be calling me the Milwaukee Tyler Perry, I'm like, well, I have been doing this for a long time. It's
before Tyler Perry.
Yeah, exactly. It's an honor to be mentioned with his name, but I don't want his his struggle, his hurdles for his blessings. So I'm just chasing my own dream. Whatever's for me is for me, and I just appreciate God so much for all the doors He's opened, man. And you yourself, D-Rock, come on, man. We go all the way back. You know that.
All the way back, man. Listen.
Hey, man, when we did the show in Indiana, man, back in I don't know what year that was. And I forgot the guy that brought us over there. What was that guy name that brought us over there?
I don't have a clue, but he had the crystal curls.
Yeah,
he had the curls in his head, man. He came like this dude. He was wearing weave before the girls was wearing weave.
Yeah, he has a long weave in his head.
Man. Yeah. And I was just your road manager, man.
Yep. That was funny.
You made it happen, man. That was fun times,
man.
That was
funny. Yeah, that was the '90s, man. We did a lot of stuff together back in the '90s.
Yes,
we both was young and trying to make it happen, man.
And we make it happen, brother. I want to let people know also, man, just in case y'all didn't know, one of the first local groups to open up Jam for Peace was Ballin' Big Records,
right.
Top Prize. Top Prize. And while he's getting ready for sound check, it's artists coming through, whoever the artists were, national or not, they was coming through like, who is dude? Who is this?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Remember, we did the sound check right after Ice Cube. We was on the side of the
that's
stage
right.
waiting for Cube to come off the stage. Him and
That's
Short
right.
Chop. That's when they had the
That's
guy Short Chop with him with the long perm. They was right there. We was the next group. And then remember when we were upstairs backstage, Do or Die was next door to us. It was
Yep.
Do or Die. And they had peeked in our room and they was like, who is y'all? And my guys was like, man, let's do or die. Let's do or die. And let's go over there and take a picture. I said, they looking in our dressing room. Come on in here and take a
Dude,
picture.
come take a picture with us, right?
Man. Oh man,
I remember that, man.
Yeah, that was 98,
Dude,
man.
it is crazy. It's crazy how some people get real excited about some other things. I was just talking about. We get so excited about other celebrities, not knowing you got a celebrity in your city doing just as big as things right there. But I love what you just said too. You said what's for you is for you.
Right.
What's for them is for them. And God is in a way that you don't even have to work no man. When we was driving school buses, man, trying to hand out flyers for the
flyers, everything, man. Hey, I ain't gonna forget about the fact that you know, I had that flight to Atlanta in '98, and you drove me to the airport, but your truck broke down at the
toll booth.
At the toll booth.
At the toll booth, man. We had to get him a cab.
I had to get a cab.
Man.
I had to get a cab to O'Hare,
man. You get out of here, man.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't gonna leave you. You was like, man, get on that plane, get out of here. I was like,
I'll be all right. Yeah,
I was like, I ain't leaving you. Yeah, I got a cab for the toll booth. I ain't forgot none of that, man. We was grinding it, man. We really was grinding it.
But I do want to ask you this, man. So a lot of people asking me, D-Rock, what's up with the movies, man? Why are you not putting them on Hulu or the other networks? Have you been in conversation with trying to get the movies that you produce or some of the stage plays you produce on these other networks that are up? Are you in negotiations now, or?
Well, I got what was that? Man, I'm going blank, but I have a movie on Amazon Prime right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime right now. But the stage plays, you know, it's a lot of not politics, but it's a lot of red tape involved because, you know, a lot of those songs that I didn't write, I got to get clearances for them. You know, so we got to get clearance for certain things. And like we did a song called "Give You the Praise." Remember the song "Give You the Praise" in Just Believe, you know, which was a hot record. But I took the sample, I took that Love Train sample from Confunction. Now, even though you know they're my guys, I still got to get they're my guys. I work with right. I still got to make sure my paperwork is right before I can actually get it on the networks, man. To get stuff on the networks, and and to be totally honest, man. You know, you ain't really getting them big fat checks for them networks like that anyway, to be honest with you, you know, unless you are a well-established artist, you know, but I'm not saying it won't help you because the show get you exposure. So I do want it. I'm not saying that. But some people see that as though, you know, you're going to get the big fat check because you heard such a celebrity got a big fat check. It don't work like that, you know, first of all.
And I don't think like the people that's asking me is like, the people that sing 50 Stacks.
yeah, hood classic.
Sing the classic 50 Stacks. Some of the movies that you've done and you've been in, they don't have them on DVD anymore.
I know.
Like, why they ain't on Hulu or why they not on Tubu or whatever they, all these other.
I know all of them.
I said the producer and the writer. Once I get a chance to talk to him, which is now, I asked. So
well, I'm working. We working on some things though. Don't get me wrong, man. We are working on some things because you want to be on the most available platforms as possible. So even though like you said, a lot of people don't have DVD players and DVD machines anymore. As long as they still got the red box sitting outside of Walgreens, somebody is watching the DVDs. So every time I produce something, I still have to produce a DVD. Because somebody still have DVDs, or the red box would be sitting out there. You know what I mean? So you still gotta have your product available on every stream, possible. So like right now, my last stage play, Only God Can Judge Me, that featured Dorian Wilson, which is Professor Ugly from the Parkers. It featured Ty Bridges from Different Strokes. It featured Danny Boy that's singing on the Tupac "I Ain't Mad at You" record. That right now, you can stream that right now. That's streamable right now. You can watch that play right now all over the country. It's streamable right now.
And you said that's on Amazon Prime?
No, that was not on Amazon Prime. That link is actually on the Facebook page of Only God Can Judge Me. You go to Only God Can Judge Me Facebook page. There's a link where you can watch that play right now all over the country. But Leave It at the Altar. That's the one. No, Preacher Man. That's the movie that's on Amazon Prime right now. Preacher
Okay.
Man. That's on Amazon Prime. It's been on Amazon Prime for a few years now. So it's all good, man. I'm working every platform I can work. Don't get me wrong.
I
So,
see that.
the
I see-
plays, but for the last 10 years, everything I've been writing been motivational, uplifting, and spiritual. So
Yes, sir.
that became my more focus. Now, after the movie 50 Stacks, after we shot 50 Stacks, that was 2005. By 2007, 2008, when I did the play Just Believe, everything about my entertainment stuff just shifted, because then I realized the voice that I had, and I wanted to put more positive images out there, and more uplifting and more honor to Christ as much as I could. So that's what I've been doing now, ever since
And
2008.
it's always been in you, man. It ain't like you
Yeah,
went
true.
straight, or you know what I'm saying. It's always been
Right.
in you. We pray before every show.
Yeah,
We
every
pray
show,
before
right.
every performance. We pray
Yep.
before every rehearsal, before and after. I mean,
Yep.
even some of the big names that I've been with, Central Entertainer, always had prayer. So, I mean, even watching you and the way you move, the way you do things. Sometimes we got to go to nightclubs and promote certain things.
Exactly.
You sitting in the corner, you know what I'm saying, by yourself. You might have one, but you ain't having two. You gonna you know what I'm saying? There's times that I'll be like, come on, see, let me buy you a shot. You're like, D-Rock, I
I'm
don't do
good.
it.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
and
good.
it's all love. It would never know, I'm better than nobody else.
No.
It was you always had that in you, man. So how's your brother doing, man? Because I know he's a minister now, right?
Yeah, man. Romeo doing it, man. I mean, I'm so proud of my brother, man.
Romeo, yeah.
I'm so proud of my brother, man. He got his street ministry music. He doing his street ministries, man. He's been all over Africa, Ghana, everywhere, man, doing missionary work. So I'm just so proud of my brother, man. My mother is real proud, man. She got 7 kids, and they all walking with Christ, man. I'm probably the only one that got one leg in and one leg on the side. I'm probably the only kid she got like that. But,
No, man,
but yeah, man, I'm so
know
proud
yourself,
of
no, brother. You doing it, man. You doing it, man. I mean, I see mom all the time. Well, I used to see her a lot.
Right.
And she passed by with that blessing wave, man. And
she asks about you a lot too.
yeah, man. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I already know. So
she's my biggest fan, supporter, and prayer warrior, all wrapped in one.
Yes.
She keep me prayed up, bro.
She
keep me prayed up.
That's always in her, man.
Yeah,
so what you got coming up? I know you got some things coming up.
Well, like I said, right now, I'm encouraging everyone to get this book, man. Because when COVID shut my tour down, we was ready to go on tour last year. Me, Dorian Wilson, Todd Bridges, the whole show. Don Miller, Mercedes Ann, Theo Mackey, who else we had? We had Cassandra McShepard. Everybody was ready to go on tour, for the play. But then the COVID hit and it just shut everything down. So then I was also scheduled last year to start shooting a new film, Love and Truth Hurts. But because of COVID, it was hard to secure locations, man. And I get it, COVID is real. So it shut everything down, man. So during my quarantine, with COVID may have shut the productions down, but it couldn't shut down my creativity. So what I did was, man, I put a book together, but I wrote it like I was actually writing one of my films. So as you read the book, you actually seeing it in your mind, every page, man, from lovers to enemies. It is a dramatic romance novel. It's out right now. It's on Amazon Kindle. You can just punch it up if you're on Kindle and watch and read it right now. If not, it has its own Facebook page, From Lovers to Enemies. You can go there right now, click the link, it'll be shipped right to you, right to your door. I've been pushing that, man. So right now I'm on my way out of town now. I'm really out here promoting the book. And then we'll be coming back on stage. We'll be back on stage in February. We'll be back at the PAPS for our 5th, would have been consecutive year, but like I said, COVID shut us down this year. So we're going back to the PAPS. In February, we'll be back at the PAPS for, I don't know, what is this, my 9th play? I don't know. I got to figure that out. But I mean, not in no cocky way. I'm just saying. I mean, I write so many, but then we can't do them because of COVID and stuff come up. But we're going back on the 9th. February, we'll be back with another play. And then in March of next year, the tour starts. So we go on March 4th. I know we in Louisville. March 5th, we in Lexington. March 12th, we in South Haven, Mississippi. So we putting the dates together as right now as we speak. So I missed the stage, man. I like that immediate response from the audience. So we really going back on stage, man.
Great. And man, I'm proud of you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You already broke a lot of barriers that people hadn't broken. And like you said, straight out of high school, man, no college, all of this.
Yeah, no college.
Yeah, and you know, it's crazy. It's like leaving. It's like playing basketball. You leave the NBA, you go straight to the pros. That's exactly what you did, man.
Man,
Yeah,
believe me though, man. Trust me, man. I couldn't do none of this without God, bro. Trust
I
me,
already
man.
know,
Man,
bro.
all day, every day. My praises go to God for just giving me the fortitude to keep going. You know, because you know, D-Rock, you know, everything wasn't a hit now. Everything didn't hit. You know, we took a lot of L's too now.
A lot of L's,
We
a
took a
lot of
lot
L's.
of
Yeah.
L's. But you
Hey,
know, you got to just get back up and keep going, man. And that's what we've been doing. That's what you was doing. You know, even with the comedy, go all the way back, man. Everything didn't always hit for us, but we got to just keep persevering and keep being assertive, and that's what we did. And with God's prayers, I mean, God's help, people's prayers, our family's prayers,
yep.
you know. And what's for us is for us, man. You just got to just, you know, just keep going.
That's right, man. I mean, like I said, brother, you keep doing your thing, man. I'm really proud of you, man. I'm praying for you when you don't think nobody else is, man. I'm still here for you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
That's a lot of people that I still meet to this day, and I wouldn't have met them without Mr. C.L. Wilson III.
I appreciate that.
Man, I was with Lil G.
Okay, yeah, my man.
Yeah, he was in show in Baltimore, and I waited for him to come down on off stage, you know, all sweaty and looking crazy. And I said, "What's up, man?" He looked at me. He said, "Hey, man, you look familiar." I said, "Yeah, I should." And he started laughing. And I told him about the play. He was like, "Oh, that's right, you was the grandpa dude." I said, "Yeah." He said, "How's Mr. CL?" I said, "He's doing great, man. You know, it was cool. It was about a year or two before the pandemic. Okay. And then they had something coming out, and we talked a little bit. But like I said,
I still roll with them, man. Good. You know, he did the play with
That's
me.
What he said.
In 2018, we did the show on Easter Sunday in Atlanta. He did it with us, man.
Yeah.
You know, and my man Gemini, you know, big Gemini for the group Men at Large. He passed away due to COVID. God, you know, rest his soul. And you know, but I still rock with Silk, man. I still rock with them.
That's cool. Yeah, man. You know? I mean, you like I said, and you know what's crazy? They'll come through. And I think you kind of motivated me to do this too.
What's up?
It's crazy how some people be like, "Oh man, you can't go over there. That's Silk." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm Mr. CL." like, dude, I was cracking. Like, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy how some security, like the security trying to keep you back. But I'm like, no, dude, like this is Mr. CL. So I had to start doing that too. They'd be like, "Man, that's Dave Chappelle over there." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm D-Rock."
Yeah,
so tell them
here.
Right. Yeah, I got a name too. I put on my pants one leg at a time. I work just as hard. Not cocky. No, just being confident in who you are and what you do. So thank you for some of that Sagittarius love, brother.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Because even you and I done butted heads a few times about that. You're like, calm down. Calm down. I'm like, man, we doing it too. They gotta know who we are, man. We doing it, Rock. You a star. Exactly. You a star. I'm like,
exactly.
Hey,
you be like, "Oh, nigga, you'll be over there. Oh, nigga, you supposed to be over there too. Hey,
be over there too.
Bring him his fruit. He supposed to have some fruit and some stuff over there. I'll be laughing
man,
like, dude,
come on.
Always that dude, man. Yeah. I want to let everybody know too. A lot of people always ask me, "Who started your career? Who started your career?" Listen, let me tell you something. My first actual manager was this brother right here.
Yeah.
That was my first actual manager. We sit down and we talked about a contract. We looked at the contract. I said, "Man, I ain't doing this." He's like, "Well, you got to do this." I said, "I'm not doing that. We gonna do this." And we negotiated that little contract, man. I think we did it 6 months.
About 6 months.
He had me busy, man. I had my first room at the comfort zone. And man, like I said, you opened up doors for me, man. You are a blessing to me.
Thanks, man.
And my family and my career, man. So if I haven't told
you,
if you haven't known, now you know, brother. And I want to make sure I get you on this live podcast and let you know that, man, and just give you your flowers while you're here, because like you said, people are not promised tomorrow.
No,
you never know. A lot of people. I remember that one time, cool. And then I'm gonna let you go because I know you got to get ready for your flight. Yeah, but it was crazy how our guy Jig one day.
Okay.
My dude, he called, "Man, what you do to CL, fam?" I'm like, "What is you talking about? Man, you was fell out, man. He ain't called." So what are you talking about? And then like not even a month later, you call me like, "D, what I do to you?" I said, "I don't know what I do to you." He was like, "Nothing. Nothing. I ain't do nothing." And then we talked for like 2 hours.
Yeah, right.
And we never had no beef, but everybody thought. So I really do understand. Sometimes people throw stuff out there. Let me. I'm gonna respect the fact that you doing what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm working.
Nah,
Some people
we good.
throw stuff out there. Some people throw stuff out there just to see and just fishing for something that's not there.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like you've trusted me to you know, go to my crib, ring my doorbell, tell my wife, you know, you here, whatever. But you don't do that with everybody.
No,
people. It was a couple people like, but I never did too. It was a couple times you like, well, man, don't bring nobody with you. I'm like, hey, I got you, boss. Like, ain't no people know where you live at. Like, but it's a reason why that certain stuff happens. You don't open I love your circle, and I still do that to this day. Your circle is small, but it's strong. And you know what's right and what's wrong, and you do the right things, you make the right moves, and you a man of your word. You stick to what you say, and you do what you do.
That's right. That's right,
that, brother. Just keep doing that, bro. And I know you're gonna accomplish all the goals you want to accomplish. I will be talking to you in the future, man.
Okay, thank you, man.
And like I said, thank you so much. And like I said, we giving these shout outs to anybody real quick, man.
The whole city. I mean, the whole city of Milwaukee, man. Because when I first got in, when I did the first play in 2008, we sold that show out 300 seats, man, in 2 weeks. So, the whole city been riding with me, man. The city be riding with me. So I appreciate the city of Milwaukee. I gotta say that loud, man. Because I remember looking out the window in 1992 saying, one day I'm gonna be on the radio. And then in 2 years, man, I'm all over the radio, So so that means the DJs, everybody, man, the whole city been behind us, man. So when people be like, the city don't show no love. Well, I've always said the difference. You know that. I was like, well, they show us love. And I saw, and I saw the love back because, it's been genuine from day one. Come on, man, the first song, woo woo, that came from Wayne CK. Keep it real, woo woo, woo woo. That was from Wayne CK back in 1994.
For sure. And you to put people in movies, man.
Man, everybody been in my movie.
Everybody,
Home Alone,
everybody.
And I think I be tripping. I think I got over 1,500 extras. All Milwaukee people, man. Extras, about 1,500. So I can't even name everybody. So I don't even want to try. But standouts like Homo Blow, my man Mr. Devo. I'm all in his basement scenes, man.
That's right.
Like I said, Romeo. It's too many people, man.
It's too many, man.
The city of Milwaukee, I love you. I love you for always standing by what we've been doing, from music to plays to movies to my book. My book is just selling like crazy. So, man, I just appreciate the city of Milwaukee. Everybody that I've encountered along the way, and Mr. ARJ, it's like that was my pops, man. Mr. Arlen Jones, may God rest his soul, man. I had people like that around me, and I still do. I got people that see the vision, that saw the vision, and that can understand this is for real. Come on, man. We did 19 shows in 22 cities. I'm sorry, we did 22 shows in 19 cities. So we had a production truck, we had the cast, then we had to fly people in. This is for real, man. This is for real. This is for real. So when I say let me borrow $5, I mean let me borrow $5, bro. This is for real.
It is
awesome. Cash at me $5. I can use it. For real.
Man, keep being blessed, brother. I will get back to you, man.
Yes, man.
Don't change your number. That's another thing you always told me. Don't change your number.
Change the numbers.
Same number. I had the same number for 30 years. All the little jewels you dropped, brother. Right now, I did listen, and I'm staying with it, man. So thank you for what you do, man.
And for the record, this is my very first live podcast that I've done. I've been asked to do a lot of them, but you hit me at midnight last night.
I got
you. Yeah, I said, all right, I'll be there. I got you. I'm gonna be at the airport.
It's all love, man.
You. So you the very
be
first
safe
time.
on that flight. You be safe on that flight. Hit me up when you get back, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Love you back. All right. Tell the family love, man.
You know I will.
All right, back.
Hey, y'all, Mr. C.L. Woodson, man. This brother, y'all already know, man. Now y'all should know. And that's what this show is about. That's the reason why when Patrice asked me, would I would, yes, I'm honored to, because I need y'all to see people that y'all probably didn't know. This brother did movies. He stage plays, full-length albums, soundtrack albums, the whole nine. And Mr. CL, like I said, man, he's always been that dude that step up to the punch, man. He always step up. He took it on the chin, whether it was good, bad, or in between, and he did what he had to do. So thank you for what you did for me, brother, and keep doing what you're doing. I wanted to say that. So let me get to some comments real quick. I see we got some people logging on, logging off, but thank you for coming in. And we got Patrice. Oh, look, Patrice, oh, she tuned in. So Divine, let me let you know. See, she's not kidnapped. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She's logging in. She's letting you know I'm okay. She's giving a big shout out to myself and Mr. C.O. Wilson III. So shouts out to you. Miss Thick with it. Miss Thick with it. She said, yep. I know. LBVS. I never know what that stuff is. Laughing, but it's very serious, I think. Good afternoon. Hey, what's up, Miss Thick with it? I never know what that stuff is. I'm old school, y'all. I don't really be doing it like I should be. My son be keeping me on point. He'd be like, Dad, that means this, that means that. But let's stick with it. What's up with you? How you doing? Yeah, man. I got a lot of people that will be logging in. Just to let you know. And I told my manager that I will be doing this after each guest. So let me do it.
I don't even know what he be like. Calling me, just I got to get to know him because he be like calling me, just calling me.
I love that, man. I love that. Her appreciation show for her people and her customers, people around her. Make sure y'all pay attention because it's going to be off the chain. Y'all seen it already. And if y'all didn't see it, if y'all catching the end of it, let me play it again. Let me let y'all.
I don't even know what he be like. Calling me, just I got to get to know him because he be like calling me, just calling me.
So stay right here to the one and only live with JustPatrice, but I'm not Patrice. Y'all know I'm D-Rock, and I'm here exclusively on blowradio.com. Yeah, again, y'all got a bunch of people in and out. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my Sagittarius brother up real quick. He's been online. I think he'll be. Did the curtain just move? I don't know. I thought I was down here by myself, but the curtain just moved. I don't know. Getting kind of creepy down here when I got these headphones on. So let me see if my Sagittarius brother be able to tune in real quick. He's been on. So let me see if he's on. And I'll bring him in to talk to him and let him know what's going on. Find out who he is and what he now. It's a lot of the people that I bring on. You should already know who they are, like by their name. I remember back in the day when some people would hear a voice on the radio and be like, wow, who is that? What does that person look like? Like when I first realized who Wayne CK was, or when I first seen Homer for the first time. Like I was listening to him on the radio when I first seen him. I'm like, that's got to be Homer because his voice kind of fit him. Reggie Brown, Andrea Williams, that's a Reggie Brown. Or yeah, I think it's a Reggie Brown. But some of the on-air personalities, you never knew what they looked like. I did radio before. And I remember doing radio one time, and my guy Wolf D popped in, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "What you talking about?" He's like, "Why are you using that voice?" I said, what voice? What are you talking about? He said, "Dude, talk like yourself." And then I ended up doing that, and my boy Tony Neal did the same thing. Dog, stop doing, because I was doing the radio voice. Everybody got the radio voice, right? Right here on 860 WNOV, we right here. Like, dog, what is you doing? He was like, dog, stop. Just talk. D-Rock, just use your regular voice. And I was doing the, bringing the sound up and down and all that type of stuff. I was mimicking what I had seen from other DJs. And I was an intern. I was an intern at Hot 102. Back in the day, Hot 102. I was an intern, y'all, trying my best to be I thought I wanted to be a radio disc jockey until I found out it had nothing to do with music. Radio is all advertisement, fam. So when I found that out, I was like, I don't want to do that. I think I want to do something else. So I ended up hooking up with a couple people, man, and end up DJing. And I was finna bring the DJ up. Then all of a sudden he disappeared. He disappeared. I was just gonna bring him up. My Sagittarius brother. I know he's still listening. But I'm talking about Doc B. He already logged in. When he logged back on, I'm gonna bring him on and talk to my boy Doc B for a minute before we bring our next guest up. Like I said, we got a lot of guests today. I got a lot of people texting me talking about, are you talking about LA time? When I was at 98.3 waiting for my check. I was waiting for my check, fam. I thought I got paid. And she came out and explained to me that internship mean no, you don't get paid. I was like, what? I'd have been here every day for 2 weeks and nobody thought to pay me. It was crazy. But yeah, you're right. Don't knock their internship, because there's a lot of people out here that's been doing internships that turn out to be yeah, I know. I know, but stick with it. No check, 2-3 weeks I had been working. And that was at 98.3 at the time. And you know what? I was actually doing a police show. It was a police informant show. The police get on, they'll talk about crimes, and then they'll talk about what happened and all that type of stuff. So I did that show for 3 weeks and found out I wasn't getting paid. It was crazy. So that's how I go. Mystic with it going in. She thick to ask. Listen, it wasn't the fact that I didn't ask. It was just, I had been working my whole life. So they told me I had got hired as an intern. So hired to me meant pay. I didn't even ask how much I was getting paid. I just thought because I was hired, I was getting paid something. And the lady, and I believe that lady ended up leaving 98.3, she went to another station. It was one of the hot stations, hot something. One of the other stations affiliated with that. But anyway, so let me see if my man logged back in. I'm trying to add him to the, let me see. I don't see him, but he's there, but he's not there. So it's something that he doing. The Midwest Mixer, y'all give it up for the one and only Doc B. Doc B, are you there, sir? Because I can see him. I know he got a cricket phone. I hear him. Is something wrong with you? Y'all see, he ain't that black. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I'm just letting y'all know. So Doc B, are you there? Can you is something wrong with your camera, or
you know what? Because I got a mini and I got the iPhone at the same time. So
okay.
Hold on.
So do me a favor. So try to log on.
Yeah. Which one I'm on? Hold on, I'm on both of them.
Try to log off and then log back on to see if we can get you on, brother. Because
that's something we're gonna do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna remove him and kick him off, and then we good. We gonna go from there. But again, y'all, if you just tuning in, it's yours truly, D-Rock, taking over for JustPatrice right here on blowradio.com, sponsored by JPA Elevated, and keep a smile on your face. We already talked to Mr. C.L. Woodson, producer, writer, director. We got a brand new book out, so go to Google him. I like to say that all the time. Google him, C.L. Woodson. The third. Make sure you Google him and find out what's up. And he was just on our show. So we got a lot of people coming. Trying to get Doc B back on, but it's all good. Can I get a water, please? Thank you. Cold, please. And we got a lot of show left. So I know you guys are just tuning in. So that's cool. All right, there go my man right there. Okay, let me bring him in.
Mic check.
The one and only.
Hey, I want to catch shit. I want to catch shit. Hold on a second, nigga. Hold on, nigga.
What's going down, fam? You gotta catch your new mask.
I'm like Laverne and Shirley. Laverne with all the L's and shit. That nigga name on everything. What up, nigga?
What's happening, famo? What's going on with you, man?
Man, what's cracking, dude?
Now this is
the most non-tech savvy nigga ever. So yeah.
Hey, you
some on phones. I got mini iPads. I got all kind of shit. I got all the gadgets. I just don't know how to work them. All right, here we go. We good. That's all right.
Hey,
I got white people on deck. We good.
I remember you so crazy. I got white people on that. I remember 10 years ago, man, you was telling me you needed some help doing a computer. I'm like, what is you talking about? He was like, man, I need to take your computer class. This dude was coming over there and we was doing classes in between classes as I was just
I think it's more than 10 years ago, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It was about maybe 10, 15 years ago. Thank you so much. So yeah, man. So Doc, what's been going on with you, bro?
What's up, niggas? What's up, dog? I just flew for the first time in since 06. When I flew out with Sincere, we did the tour for the troops. So I've been flown since 2006. So every time I'm watching like the meal techs and all this other stuff and the core DJ retreats and all this, I'm just like, damn, I ain't flown. I ain't done none of this stuff. They be like, you gonna be there? You gonna be there? I'm not never on those sets, so I haven't had to fly yet. But I just went to Atlanta, man, over July 3rd and 4th. It was hot. So one of my firefighters retired. I don't want to give away too much business, but
that's cool. That's cool.
He brought it down, man. It was nice. It was a nice thing, though. It was nice. It was almost like a family reunion / we're gonna do a cruise. We're gonna do a party in the park. It was Milwaukee, and dude, that's when they was playing the Hawks. So it was beautiful. That's when Tweezy came down. Now he wasn't with us, but Tweezy came down. OG Tweezy called me from another Sagittarius, by the way.
Right.
Called me from the hotel. He got 2-level hotel with a spiral staircase. I'm like, all right, nigga. Can we cuss on here? I'm sorry.
Yes, you can curse, my brother. Yeah. It's certain people that we have on that don't curse anymore, which we get that too. But yeah, you can be yourself, brother. Be yourself.
Okay. I don't have to cuss. I just want to know if I got options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got options. There's no boundaries. There's no boundaries.
My attitude is like it's like sex on the first date. I say I don't have to have it, but I would like. But I ain't turning it away. I would like the option. I want the option. I call it my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I like it all day long. When McDonald's had it all day long, I might not want it, but I might want it. I might want it at 3 in the afternoon. I might want it at 7:30.
Listen, man, let me tell you something, bro. You the most funniest non-comedian I know. I'm gonna tell you that. The reason why I'm gonna tell you that, brother, because and I'm gonna just be honest.
I've been ribbing since.
I'm gonna just be 100% honest. I hate getting you as a DJ sometimes. You like what? Listen, let me tell you why. Because the comedian always go at the DJ, but you always have the last word. Like you always kill the DJ. So the DJ always kill the comedian. It's supposed to be opposite.
Now wait. You don't mean getting me as a DJ to DJ part. You mean DJ comedy?
No. Just comedy shows.
Yeah. I just want to tell the audience.
No. Because the comedian.
I get at the fucking stage. Yeah, you're right.
Comedians try to come at you and you hit them with the suck my dick or you ain't funny or you always got it is crazy.
They was doing kids for free. I was like, oh, you want to? Okay, nigga. All right. Okay, fuck you.
Hey, right.
I got 1 million of them. I got a million of them. Come on, dude.
It's like all the time. But man, I want to bring you on. First of all, if people don't know who you are, they need to know who you are. Mr. Doc B himself. Been DJing how long, man?
My first party. You said at my roast, I DJed Jesus is Sweet 16, but motherfucker.
Why do people always remember?
Yeah, nigga. You know how I go, motherfucker. But 81, I was in South. Hey, guessing my age is like, or how long I've been DJing is like guessing how many jelly beans in the jar. Everybody trying to figure it out.
Right.
So I am 55. I'm a Sagittarius. December 11th, number 1 place. 11.
Yes,
so you know we do it. Half man, half horse, man. And the horse.
There you go.
Marinate on that. We fuck you with the body and the mind. So I'm
and the reason why I asked you that, man, is because look,
81 Southmore Tech. 81 Southmore Tech. I DJ for $5 and I needed a ride. $5 bought me a record from Audio Vibe. From Larry K. Miles, and I needed a ride because I ain't no car. So yeah.
Wow.
And so 40 years. I guess 40 years. 21, yeah.
40 years and consistent. Let me let y'all know something about this brother, man. I know a lot of people that have multiple jobs, like myself. DJ.
Wait. 86. I started The Graduate. 85. The Graduate was off of what you call it, Double C's. Sonny's on Broadway at 88, and then from 95 to now, I ain't never had no other job except DJ.
95. Y'all hear that?
I ain't had a 9 to 5
is
since 95.
And so people
Right,
so
I'm just
people
saying,
that,
that's all I do. That's all I do.
yeah,
Like
so people that say, well, man, he charged too much. Y'all don't understand. This how this brother pay his bills. This how this brother pay his bills, man. This is what he does. You know what I'm saying? He DJ. D-Rock can charge you a little less because I go to work. You know what I'm saying? This brother, his work is his DJ. That's what he.
It's a combo. Oh, you froze up. Oh, we froze up. Hold on. Internet. Stay still.
Had this not an argument.
So you breaking up, so I'm not hearing it all, but I know where you're going with the gist. I'm gonna let the internet do its thing here. Or should I refresh the screen or just let it be? So if you can hear me, let me say this. As far as whether I needed to pay the bills or not, I'll say this. Hopefully it kick in soon. If y'all can hear me. It's like this. It's levels to this. It's Bentleys. Even in Benz, within Benz, they got different levels being 600 Benz, whatever. It's like the level of quality I'm bringing to the table and experience is not the same as the next woman or the next man. And I articulate everything I'm doing. Do we hear me? Am I still on? We're going to hold up. Technical difficulties. I want to try reboot. I'm going to be still for a second. In 30 seconds, I'm going to try and reboot this whole thing. Jump back on. Apologize if y'all can hear me. I see me, but I don't see you. All right, we're gonna try. I'm gonna try and re-scroll. I'm gonna try and reboot this whole thing.
Let me guess, you must be a Virgo. The way you got me staring at you, going in circles.
Must be a Virgo. What the hell is this shit?
I'ma tell you, man, I'm a Gemini.
Can you hear me? Yo, check.
All right, Doc. We back.
All right, we back. All right.
We back, and we black. Yeah, man. So for those of you that thank you so much, people that right across say y'all froze. We good. Thank y'all for tuning back in. Again, go ahead and click that share button right to your side real quick and share this information with somebody. Let y'all know that Doc B's on right now. We just got done talking to CL Wilson, my boy Doc B. Go back to when you started, brother. You said you started in as full-time DJ. When was that?
1995.
1995, y'all.
Hey, by the way, Who You With came out in 94. So that's all. Who You With, Who You With? Which is actually I mentioned that song for a reason, because that's part of my activism. I got an activism side of me where I me and Blow actually just went kind of toe to toe on this a week or so ago. The short version is I'm with, for the last 10 years now, probably, I've been seriously joining with the NAACP, the Nation of Islam, not directly Nation of Islam, because I eat BLTs and date white women. I'm just kidding. So, but I'm not, since I'm not straight up Nation of Islam, Minister Farrakhan put out a call that said, look, if you not, we want to reach out to beyond just people that's in the nation. They always have, but they want to go a little bit deeper. In a 2 Chainz song, he said, I had to sit down with Farrakhan. If you remember that line, the reason why he said it is because they went out to the rappers, just influential people in the neighborhoods, and they said, look, as long as you got this correct mindset, we want to partner up with you. And they call it the 10,000 Fearless. So I'm a part of the 10,000 Fearless. So they train in de-escalation of what do you call it, de-escalation, conflict,
mediation,
conflict resolution, de-escalation,
cool.
protecting your house, protecting your neighborhoods, protecting your woman, your child, planting your own food, because they big on that. It's so funny. Me and you, I'll go for an hour. I don't want to cut in the next person's time.
That's why you're here. Oh, that's why you're here, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, respect. So what's funny, what I've always known, I just told him this, I just DJ one of their at the mosque, which is right over by old Zarco's, which is right by the old, it's called Empire now, right by the old Zarco's. Mosque 3, I just did it. What I told them was, I said, look, man, they already know I'm down. We already like, I might as well be in the nation with me and Gat Turner, Brother David Muhammad, William Muhammad. But anyway, back to the point. What I told them was, I've been listening, because I'm a talk show dude. Besides the music, I've been listening to Farrakhan, Malcolm X tapes, Khalid Muhammad when he came to UW. I've been listening to these guys, Ava Muhammad, because they let the women speak too. The women come in and do their thing too. So sisters get they say so too in the nation. But the amount of things that they predicted to come true, like the amount of whites not, and this is in the 90s when I'm at the scratch pad in the 90s. Farrakhan said, look, they're not producing as many. And what they worried about is us rising, the rest of the people rising in numbers. So the vote's gonna be different. They're gonna be able to overtake different. That's literally what's happening. He said that'd be like between 20 and 30. 2020 and 2030 is when it's going. This is in the 90s. They've been talking about food, how to eat. Man, diabetes, and man, come on, dude. Come on, dude. That's the one thing don't nobody want to talk about. They talk about exercise, smoking, dope, liquor, but don't nobody talk about that salt and that. And till now, they doing it now a little bit, but deep down, man, they've been talking about the food, and they said we're not even trusting you to serve food. Learn how to make your own food and trade, or work within yourself. Spend your money in the black neighborhoods. That's not racist. That's what everybody else does. Jews spend with Jews. Hmong spend with Hmongs. They don't spend with us. The Hmong people that we get our feet done by, the Chinese people that we get our feet done buying #1 Chinese food, they're not going to bungalow. They're not in bungalow. So we need to spend our. I don't just mean bungalow. I'm saying, but anyway, that's what I'm about. And so when I say who you with, it's a combination of who you with, and you can say 27, 29.
Who you really with?
You can do all that too. But I really want to know why you talking all this stuff about. I'm tired of carjacking. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of police shooting. Okay, who are you with? What organization are you with? What are you doing about the struggle to create an answer? So that's what it means. Forgive
Thank you,
me.
man.
I run off.
No. That's what it needs. That's what it's for. And it starts with the music. That's one of the reasons.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah, right. That's right.
I can always wrap it back into you, man, because I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
Like
I've been watching you DJ, man. Man, listen. Okay, so you
party
did
with a purpose. I party with a purpose. Party with a purpose.
You did our prom. I don't want to age myself now. You did our prom back at Vincent, right? I went to the junior prom.
Wait. I got a joke that ain't so funny. This is what I tell niggas when they get at me about being so old, gray hair. I said, guess what, nigga? That's what you want to be. You want to get old. You know how much chalk, you know how much yellow tape and chalk is out there?
There you go.
You want to get old, motherfucker.
You want to get old.
You want to get to be the old folks on.
That's right.
Get my IHOP motherfucking discount and my ARP card.
Because he's 55 now, right? But he did our prom, and then like I said, you just did some stuff.
I'm old, but I'm cold.
Right. But you know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this too.
Talk to me.
Our principal.
Where'd you go to school? Oh, you went to Washington.
I went to Vincent, but I kicked out and I went to Washington.
Oh, yeah.
So it was crazy. Like I was gonna say, you did Vincent's prom, and then you end up doing Washington's prom as well. Because I went to junior year, then I went in my senior year. So you doing it, and then, but I knew you anyway. So then was crazy, and he don't. That's how I know you're getting old. So you was DJing. You was DJing at Tony was at Brown's Canopy Lounge, and you was at Brown's before Tony, I think, like right before Tony. Or something like in the same area.
I don't remember sitting at Browns, but okay. I've been there a couple times.
Wherever you was DJing at, I ended up talking to you. We was conversating about something, and you was like, "Yeah, grab a crate," and I'm like, "Huh?" Like, grab a crate, and I'm like, "All right." So I grab a crate, and the next time, you was like, "Yeah, meet me down at your location, your studio," and we loaded the van up, went down. Wow. Unloaded your stuff up at a party. Like you really don't remember. And I think it was at it was a Scooter B Spider D era. That's what I'm gonna say. It was around that.
No, they was at the rave and all that. And
yeah. So right, exactly. Kid B-Box. So when you see Kid B-Box, damn near D-Rock was right there on the side. Cause I was watching all of y'all like I need to get in the mix. So I start DJing a little bit and I'm trying to DJ and you like, nah, bro, watch out. And Spider D and all them Brucey B, all them, they was like, yeah, man,
spending them cold
productions, right?
Yep.
So they started letting me get on, and I'm watching you, and it was like when I watched the movie Juice, that's how I was like back in the day. It was like everybody was trying to get on, but everybody was really mixing like this. And don't get me wrong, technology has taken it to another level. Thank you. That everybody ain't got to carry all them damn records and stuff. Thank you. But back in the day, I think you were the only DJ to have at the least 25 racks. 25 crates.
Like 8 to 10 crates. I had 8 to 10 crates every time we was going out.
Every time. And he needed it.
You don't know what you need till you get there. You don't know what you need.
And it's crazy. I have never heard.
That's why I got the terabyte. That's why we got the terabyte going.
I have never heard Doc B say, "I ain't got it." I heard him say, "Wait a minute, 1 second."
All right, let me get it. Now let me get that phone. Go to YouTube.
Here, but I got you. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let me go to YouTube.
So Doc been that dude, man. He will play your jam. He did your mama's wedding, your grandmama's anniversary. He did the proms. I was looking at some yearbooks at Madison. Dude, I think they first.
Oh, the crazy background, the Dr. B like.
Dude, that's why I sent it to you. Like I said, man, that Doc B neon light been around forever.
I got that that's the combination of the open sign, the crazy open sign. I'm like, damn, that look kind of slick. And then Too Short came to the Mecca a long time ago, and he had Too Short, and then he was in neon, and then he was behind a silhouette. I said, dude, I'm finna do that shit.
And you did it.
Man,
it's up forever.
I pulled that motherfucker out at Summerfest for T-Pain, and I pulled it out at me and you do Summerfest.
Yeah.
I pulled it out at Jill Scott. The Jill Scott people was acting like some asshole, but that's all I know. So I pulled out the Jill Scott concert. Man, burnt that shit to the ground, dude. Like I went over here, but that Dr. B light is a motherfucker, dude. Ain't that like the block letter, dude?
Ain't nothing like it.
Block capital letters ain't nothing, dude.
Not
I
like
ain't gotta
it, man.
change my name because I wasn't Grandmaster so and so,
None of
so and
that.
so,
None of that.
Helium. Da, 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 da. I'm the only nigga that from the back in the day. I ain't gotta change my name because that shit just still
Never.
roll with you.
The Midwest Mixer,
Midwest
Mr.
Mixer,
Scott
man, what's
D,
good, baby? You know we do
doing
it,
his thing,
and
man.
we
40
tell a
years
story.
plus,
We
man.
tell a story. We mix this shit. I just did this back. It's called the Backyard in Bayview. I just did it
Okay.
last night with New Styles and a guy named Sway Tracks. Man, it's that
Okay.
old feeling. This man's beautiful.
That's
Yeah,
hot,
that's
man.
on.
So have you ever been a tour DJ for any artist?
No, you know, and you know what's funny? When in the '90s, I was trying to do that. That's what I wanted to do. Well,
Mhm.
I just wanted to tour as a DJ. Period. So what? The white people jumped on there. They supported theirs like with the EDM dudes. We only really gravitated towards rest in peace Biz Markie, Kid Capri, maybe a couple other guys. But we don't really big up our DJs. Once the rappers took over, they kind of disrespected white people with the EDM music, electronic dance music, with the marshmallow and
Mm-hmm.
like
Even Shaq that got popular. Even
mouse
Shaq
head,
that got popular doing it now. Shaq that got popular doing it. Yep.
dude,
Exactly.
mouse head. You know, mothers they go to Summerfest and pay that bread.
And
You know what I'm
kick it.
saying? It's like I ain't even jealous. I'm just like, okay, they not embracing. So anyway, what the dude told me, he said if you repeat this, because he was doing this dude named Carl Cox, and he's doing these other guys that charge like $20,000 to DJ back in the day. Now it's like 100,000 with the Chemical Brothers because they make their own music.
Yeah.
And it's white and it's bigger. Back to the point though. He said, look, he said, I just seen you on the floor with Gemini and Pioneer. I seen you with Pioneer. He said, I'm gonna tell you right now. He said, if you repeat it, I'm gonna tell him you lied. He said you'll kill him. He said, dude, he said you the best thing I ever seen smoking. But he said the problem with you is every time I see you, you're playing a different style music. Like you doing reggae over here, you doing house, you doing hip hop, you doing East Coast, you doing West Coast. He said when I book these DJs,
They
they got to
play
be
one
the king of
genre of
this.
yep.
Yeah, one genre. You the king of reggae, whatever reggaeton. You the king of this, or you're LL Cool J's DJ, cut creator. You're so and so. You're Jazzy Jeff. You're Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. You not that dude. You either got to produce a record or you got to just go, this is my shit. I ain't touching nothing else.
You know what's
And
crazy?
I could do it, and I couldn't do it.
You know what's crazy?
I didn't figure out how to market it. I didn't figure out how to do it.
You
Yeah,
know
my
what's
fault.
crazy? No, this is my other thing.
That's in the '90s. That's in the '90s.
When I first started actually buying music, I had to go to Scratchpad when I went to go get my wax. I went to
That's the record
Scratchpad.
store. That's what everybody don't know. That's the record
Yep,
store in the '90s.
record store back in the day.
Probably the dopest smoking.
Now, what was the name? What was the name of the store? It's actually a church now. It's actually right there on Silver Spring and Fond du Lac. Was it mainstream?
It used to be Peaches, and it was Peaches before your time. Then it
Right.
was mainstream.
Mainstream music store.
Now it's new Greater
Yeah,
Newburgh.
It's Greater Newburgh.
Great.
But that used to be an entire record store. So
Big ass dude, stupid.
My point to this.
A mall. A record.
So when I started buying records, I went in and I got Eric B and Rakim, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time, there weren't no videos back then. I mean, it wasn't no YouTube back then. We went and saw videos. So on the video, when you see Eric B and Rakim, dude, I didn't find out till I was almost damn near grown, 18-ish, that Rakim was the rapper and Eric B was the DJ.
The DJ.
So like they always used to put the DJ first, and it's crazy that nowadays people don't know that when they say Jazzy Jeff, the Fresh Prince, and it used to be Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right.
They started putting the Fresh Prince in front of Jazzy Jeff. So the DJ was the main person of the artist, man. So Run DMC, dude, they to me it was the DJ that always
Run was the DJ. Well, here's how really Grandmaster Flash. So really was the DJ. He talked shit. he put the records on. That's how I started. And I rapped. So I got rap records with Royal Dynasty and all that shit. So you rap and you do it. What happened was the rappers would come through, and what the DJs would do, look, man, I need somebody to talk some shit to the crowd while I'm switching these records up. I can't keep
the hype man.
basically,
Right.
yeah, you basically the hype man. So what happened was they started doing that shit. They talk Flash one time, da 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 da. My man D, he cuts da 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 da, and I'm so and so, and I da 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 da. And then what happened was they took that shit, like when you give a motherfucker an inch, they take a mile. The rappers kept taking it, and by the time you got to Cash Money or Quit, all that dude,
it was gone.
Rap. So even DJ Quick ain't talking about DJing. He still, you know what I'm saying? It's like
he was rapping,
Eric
right?
is all about the rapper, and the rapper's like, fuck that. And then they like, when you tour, we don't need to take all this equipment. All we need is a DAT tape or
That's
a
it.
CD player. All we gotta do is tell the sound man to play our shit. And they fucked up the coach.
Yep.
They fucked up the stage show. They fucked up.
I agree.
They fucked up the interaction between the crowd. They brought 20,000 niggas out. They rapping over their own vocals. That's damn near worse than being Milli Vanilli. You know, that's damn near worse than lip syncing.
That's real talk.
You can hear Buck on. Your breath ain't catching up. It don't sound real because it ain't a real instrumental. You can't switch up because you ain't got no real DJ running it. You got a sound dude or a bitch that you paying to bring along the side. So they ain't fucked hip hop all the way up, but they fucked it up.
Listen, man. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all a story about Doc B. Doc B is the type of he's no. We're not out of time.
I'm here all day.
Okay, cool.
I live here. Okay.
So what's crazy
man,
about Doc?
Put me out, white man.
What's crazy about Doc B is Doc B will elevate himself to be who he is always. Like okay. So we get into arguments.
I'm the best.
Now think about this real quick, Doc. Think about this.
I'm the best ever do it.
Think about this. So it was a certain comedian that Doc called me about. And he called me, he was like, man, what is up with this dude? I said, man, dude, he gonna be the hottest thing out here. Doc like, man, he's not funny. I'm like, Doc, he is funny. I said, dude, you don't understand. It's all subjective. Like right now, you don't see it, but trust me, brother, he's the next thing jumping. He's like, do you know this? I'm like, yeah, I know him. I've seen him on the road. I worked with him before. He been to Milwaukee. What? He been to Milwaukee? Yeah. So to make it all come to circle, Doc got his hand in everything, right? And he expert on everything, but don't know everything type shit. And I love the fact that we can have debates.
I love comedy. I love comedy, dude.
And then he'll have debates on something, and then later on he'll come by. He'll come by and say you was right. So tell him who that comedian was, man. That I told you that was gonna be the next.
I thought Kevin Hart was overrated. I thought he was overrated. I still don't think you won. He made them. Dude, that's why he ain't on nobody's top five. Like, you know what you know, let me tell you something. This is what you got to do, and you can tell when a nigga losing. It's like when they talk about rap. Man, a nigga making money though. He's selling out arenas though.
I say it like this.
We talking about joke.
I say it like this. Oh,
he called.
In 5 and 10 years. No, I'll put it like this. In 20 years, when we gone.
You want to see him a Corey? You want to see him a Bill Burr?
Nope. What's going to happen is
you want to see him Richard. You want to see him a Richard.
People going to be talking about Kevin. People going to be talking about Kevin for 50 years plus.
True.
He got to be top 5. People don't talk about you if you're not 50 years. Ain't nobody going to talk about you in 50 years. Ain't nobody going to talk about me in 50 years.
That don't make it. That doesn't make it right.
Who?
Okay. You know what's funny?
They talking about 50 years from now. They're gonna be talking about Tupac 100 years from now. They gonna be talking. Matter of fact, I think like my little brother said, Tupac gonna be white 100 years from now. Tupac gonna be white.
Tupac gonna be black. Is Tupac better? Is Tupac better than Jay, Biggie, KRS-One, Cool G Rap, Ice Cube? Is Pac better than any one of them motherfuckers?
Not to me.
Damn well he ain't better than none of them. He's more impactful, but he's more impactful.
Right. So when it comes to
Cardi B is more impactful than MC Light. Can she rap better than MC Light?
No, she cannot.
Can she rap better than Nicki Minaj?
No, she cannot. Okay, but my point about Kevin Hart is
Okay.
What about Kevin Hart is
Don't
everybody?
make me hate on Kevin Hart. Don't make me hate.
No. I'm not saying you hate no Kevin Hart. I was just saying.
He got 10 motherfuckers writing for him. This nigga got 10 motherfuckers writing for him.
And that's crazy too. Everybody say that, but I don't believe that.
Don't mean shit.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing. Man, you sit down and we talk about a joke, and then I say it on stage. Don't mean you wrote it for me. I don't believe that.
Richard Pryor didn't Paul Mooney get all his credit.
We have to do that. Rest in peace.
Richard Pryor wasn't shit.
Right. Yeah, come on, don't do that. So when Doc sit down and talk about certain things, he passionate about it, and I'll be like, Doc, that ain't what you see. He be like, okay, whatever. And then a year from now, he'll come back like, nigga, he was right. When it comes to comedy, you call me. When it comes to music, I call Doc. So it's all good.
Oh, nigga. Okay, I'm a humbly step down. All right, nigga. All right, so who top five? Who the top five? Who the GOAT?
Oh no, I asked you that because my top five is legendary. You can't top my top five. Right. Because
I think you scared.
No. The person that's next to me, I can't put him in my top five because we're all in that group together. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ask me who I'm with right now, that's my top five. That's my coworkers. Yeah, I can give you a top five, but there's that. Okay. The best funniest? No. So go ahead and give me your top five, and then we actually got one of my top five.
Wait for do show me yours. I'll show you mine. How you gonna do that? Show me yours first.
Look, I actually got one of my top five.
Should I say pause on that? That?
You should. Yeah, that was almost glitchy. But I'm gonna
wait. Hold on. Let me explain this shit right here. So the reason why I'm wearing this Washington football team, formerly Redskins,
right?
I'm gonna keep it gangster with you.
No, don't do that.
The Lakers are my favorite basketball team. The Bucks are number 2.
Okay.
My middle name is Elgin after Elgin Baylor. I had no choice. I was there before Kareem got there. So I was there with Elmore Smith and Gail Goodrich and Jerry West, the logo of the NBA. Washington beat the Packers when I was like 6-7 years old, and I just stuck with them. They went to the Super Bowl, lost to Miami. Been with Washington ever since. And Packers
first black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl.
Doug Williams.
Most definitely.
Washington's racist as hell. They said at first they didn't even let no black players on the team, but you can name that about 1 million.
But a black player ended up winning the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna get to my next guest. So you can stay on. I'll be referring back to you. No, I don't keep you off. I'm gonna refer back to you. Because one of my guests just popped in, and I gotta get her in and out because she's very, very on the tight schedule. She's on tight schedule.
She loves the kids. She loves
and you know she do. We'll say this real quick too. I thought you was wearing that trying to mess with my Steelers. You know, my Steelers was undefeated until the Redskins football team beat them last year. So I thought you was poking fun at me, but I'm glad you didn't. Doc, stick around, man. Okay, stick around. We're gonna talk about your top five.
I was gonna name the comedians, but go ahead. I'll wait.
Yeah, wait on that. Hold it because you with me. But I got to get to this young lady because she's amazing. But Doc, you ain't going nowhere, so stay right there. All right.
All right, man. I might go get a charger. Other than that,
go do that for sure.
Right,
for
cool.
sure. All right. So yeah, I got Doc B on. Still here, y'all. Still with us. He's not going nowhere. He's staying with me. But this young lady bringing to the show right now. Let me go real quick and pay a couple. Well, just one bill. I don't need to pay both of them. I'll pay one bill, and that's Elevated. JPA Elevated. Here you go.
I don't even know what he be like. Calling me, just I got to get to know him because he be like calling me, just calling me.
Let y'all know, man, I am taking over for Patrice next couple weeks right here live with JustPatrice, but I'm just D-Rock. That's all. Sponsored by blowradio.com, JPA Elevated, and keep a smile on your face. Okay. So thank y'all for having me. And before I get to my next guest, I do have to give this young lady her flowers while she's here. This young lady is amazingly talented, dancer, actor, comedian, just a wonderful spirit to have around. Like seriously, this young lady has inspired me to do some things I did not know I can do. I'm bringing her on. I don't have to give her more introduction than that because we're gonna talk about her accomplishments that she's accomplished while she's on the air with me right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one and only Miss Chastity Washington. What's up, Chastity? What's up, Chastity? What's up,
Hello.
Chastity? How you
Hello,
doing?
sir. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Hold
I'm
on. I
blessed.
gotta remove Doc. Doc, like, what's going on?
Hey, Jack.
Chastity, what's up, sister? How you doing?
I am good. I'm enjoying my summer. I am blessed. I am well. Yes.
Well, thank you first of all for taking time out because I know you got a busy schedule. Thank you so much for just for what you do, and tell people also about your podcast. You got a podcast talking about sports. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you again for joining me these last 2 weeks. We got the Washington Hour podcast on Anchor and on Spotify with myself and Anthony Washington. And so we've been, we've been getting it in. We've been getting our playoff talk on, and we do social and cultural content as well as sports. So we're just getting the wheels really, really moving, and hopefully people will start to listen and take interest. So it was a project I've been wanting to work on for a long time. So I appreciate you for joining me, you and Marlon Hill and our other guests that we've had. So thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you. It's been fun, and it's been fun being right too, because we talked about that 2 weeks ago. We talked about a week ago, talking about what the bus gonna do, and everybody thought the bus was swept. We broke that broom.
I know, right?
We ain't having no sweeps. We having a good time, enjoying this history-making year we having. Seriously,
absolutely.
And I know you're a Bucks fan. I know you love the Bucks, the whole nine. Chastity, let's go back to high school. What high school did you attend?
I am an alumni of Milwaukee, Washington, on Sherman Boulevard, class of '94. Per Golder for life, forever. Per
Golder for life, forever. Chastity played basketball. She was on doing everything that she's doing now. Like seriously, just being who she is. And Chastity, when did you start? So you started doing you was dancing your whole life, am I correct?
Yeah. Just from the time I was a kid and doing performances on my porch, just on the steps, just for the traffic going by, just full out performances. No one cared, but I did it. So
she did it, and it's showing up now. Seriously, because when you perform, when you put your all into what you're doing, I mean, I see a glow behind you, sister. Like seriously, it's a lot of comedians out here, and they put everybody in categories. Let's just keep it 100. They put the females over here, female comedians, and then they say short comedians, and they tall comedians, Midwest comedians, Southwest, Northwest. Everybody but Chastity, I have seen you on some stages where I'm like, she is the best doing it right now. Like your energy takes the crowd to different places. The grandmama sitting in the crowd, and when you do your impressions, the grandmama be leaning back, her chest hurting, her face is about to explode. She like, oh my God, this woman is amazing. And then you talk about certain things like yourself and your family. Where do you get all of that energy from? Where does your comedy background come from?
I mean, well, for one, God gets the glory. He really has blessed me to allow me to, to perform in, period. But I think a lot of it stems from, I'm an only child, and I spent a lot of time in my room. You just entertaining myself and playing and stuff and working with stuff and listening to stuff and watching stuff. And so that, it was like my outlet, you know what I mean? Like, and I would, watch everything. I'd watch all the videos and watch all the Michael Jackson and the Janet and everything, from when we were growing up and then do it. I could watch it and do it. And so it was like my outlet. It was it's therapeutic. Just just love to dance, high energy. Even when I was a kid, I probably had ADHD. Probably they didn't, you know,
They
they
didn't
didn't
diagnose
test you.
it. Better
Then I probably had, probably, was probably dealing with some hyperactivity, but I was, really high strung and always moving and always whatever. And so that was the catalyst for, me performing. And I really, really started probably when I was 12 or 13 years old, start performing at schools and different places. And so it's just what's coming out of my heart, man. It's just, God has gifted me to do it. And so I want to, I don't shortchange that, in all that you do it in excellence. And so that's what it is for me, is that I'm gonna give my all every single time, because he's blessed me to give me a chance to do it. So I'm gonna give everything I got,
And I mean, everything you do, your professionalism is something that I picked up by watching what you do. You eat at a certain time, right before she go on stage, or right after she get off stage, or certain things she do. She meditate, we pray. But then Chastity do her own little meditate. I like, she don't know I'll be watching her. I'll be watching her, like right when somebody get ready to introduce her, she'll take a moment. And I don't know if it's a just to get inside of who she is, or that meditation with God, that personal connection that she got. But when you go up on that stage, woman, I'm talking, and it's crazy. Some people, and I'm learning this in comedy, some people get mad when you don't do certain things. They be like, "Oh, you didn't do
Yeah.
what's the older lady that you do? The poet.
Oh, Maya Angelou.
She just yeah. So it be sometimes Chastity, like sometimes she'll improv, or she'll play with the audience. She's having fun with the audience, or her comedy will take her somewhere else, and she'll talk about her parents a little bit more, or her grandparents a little bit more, and she don't do Maya Angelou. I remember one time you came off stage and the lady was like, get her back up there. She got to do Maya Angelou. She got to do do Cicely Tyson. If she don't do Cicely, I want my money. I'm like, lady, let's be back next week. But when you do these people, you imitate some people that a lot of people don't do, and it's original. It comes from, like you said, you watching the people watching TV or watching Maya Angelou or watching this stuff. And then you take your story and you wrap it around people to make them seem like they right in there with it. And I just thank you for doing that. You just so talented. Like seriously, I see women get up there and excuse my French, but they got dick jokes. Everybody got dick jokes and nada. Chastity's not that type of comedian. She's always been original. What makes you be different? Let me ask you that. What makes you be different?
I think it's for one, I think, it's really about what's coming out of my heart, what's coming out of my deep within my heart and my soul. And then early in my career, I did, some of those things here and there, you know what I mean? And I remember Leslie Jones. We this was many years ago, maybe 2002, 2003. And Marlon Hill, they pulled me to the side one night and they said to me, and she said to me, and it meant a lot, because Leslie is one of the funniest women I've ever seen ever. And so that was a blessing to get to work with her. But she told me in so many words, she was like, bitch, you ain't gotta say none of that shit. You ain't gotta say none of that. Bitch, and so it was a testament to. And then I also learned that's easy. Like for me, I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to go further, like, what do I want to say? You know what I mean? Like I wanted it to be, well, this is the norm, but what do I want to say? If that makes sense.
Yes.
And I knew what was acceptable. I knew what was hitting for folks, and but I wanted it to, for me, it's about the authenticity of it. It's not about what everybody else is doing. Because I have to stay true to what what is God leading me to do? Right. Yeah, so it was always, and like I want to, this is what's on my heart. This is, let me get this out, and so that's what it was for me, was just to challenge myself to do it. This is what's on my heart. This is what I want to talk about. I don't want to do, they do whatever anybody else does. That's their what's in them, but I wanted to be able to get out what was in me. And so, look, even with the impressions, I remember thinking people need to know and care. And I wanted to give homage to Maya Angelou. I wanted to give homage to Cicely Tyson. I wanted to give homage to Whoopi Goldberg, who was one of my influences. And so I was like, I remember working. It took me 3 years to get to the Whoopi Goldberg impression. It took me 3 years to get it right, to do it. And so that's, for me, that's what it, what it is. Is what was coming up out of me. And I wanted to have a picture of, this is how I think and how I feel. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I want to keep saying I thank you for being so original, because you get these comedians up there and they do, like, oh, she familiar. That sound familiar. That sound familiar. You stand in the class of your own. I don't care where I'm at. I bring your name up. You get so much respect on the road, and it's crazy. It's crazy that somebody will say something. I'll be like, yeah, that's my sister. You know Chastity? Yeah, I know Chastity. I've been trying to call her. I'll be like, let me see what number. Hey, I'll be like, let me see what number you got. And I say, oh, number, like, you ain't trying to call Chastity, because and I ain't gonna give you a number. I'll let her know you looking for her. But nah, because you're just that sister. You're just that young lady. And we talk about comedy a lot, but you also get into your personal life sometimes. And you did a stage play a while ago. And I know you said you coming back out with it again, the One Moment play. Chastity, I came there and I watched you and I cried in the audience. And that was the first time I seen you on a different scale. You are a true actress, an actor. And I a lot of people say actress because it's female. You're an actor. And I can't wait to see you on that big screen. When's the next time you're doing that play, or is that in your future goals soon?
Yeah, I am working on we along with Miss Teresa and Miss Michelle with Mixed Sound, and we produced the show in June. We put it up in June and had it live on YouTube. And I've been working this show for about 16 years, and thank you. You came and hosted it for me back in 2011. You and Marlon and Aunt Washington, and thank y'all, because that was that's where I wanted to get the show to. You know what I mean? And so I've been working this thing for 16, 17 years now, and so we finally got it shot. So we shot it. We did it live. We ran it on YouTube. It got blocked. It is blocked. If anybody tried to watch it, it got blocked because of the music. So we have to do the licensing with Warner Brothers Music. So once we get that squared away and get the permission to use the music, then we'll be able to produce it again. So hopefully I'm looking into trying to put it up again live, with an audience, because of the pandemic, we had to do it in a different setting. So that's in the next couple of months, I'm hoping to get it, get it and get it put up. And when you see it in a theater, as you saw it, it's a longer show. So it's the 8 different characters and then the stand up. You know what I mean? I started writing that show, D-Rock, in 98, wow. 98, 99. Wow. And then progressively added characters to it that were just on my heart to, it just came. It's all God's grace, but it just came. I just wrote everything out and did it. And what it was like all of these women have a story, and everybody knows somebody that is somebody in this show. So that's why I, continue to do it, and I'm working on other things too, writing, more stuff and scripts and whatever, and developing, just trying to, get everything out and get what I can get produced, and prayerfully in the next year and a half, I'll be able to get everything out. You know what I mean? Like I have a series of plays that I want to direct, you know what I mean? And do that. And then so yeah, I'm just continuing to just try to put my best foot forward, and, however God gonna bless it, it's gonna be blessed, You
doing it. I mean, and a lot of people don't know, Chastity is still active teacher, instructor, as I like to call her.
Yeah.
She instructs these kids in the right way. Like seriously.
I try.
You
I
too?
try, man.
Listen, I already know. But a lot of people they be like, can you talk about the kids some more? And Chastity be like, no, I don't want to think about them damn kids. Because I mean, it's so original just saying how you take it on a different aspect. I try to do the same thing, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. You'll hurt yourself dealing with them kids. Them kids.
Oh my God.
How do you? I know how you deal with it. Please tell the people, what's one way you deal with these kids on this? Oh my God, Miss Washington. You do that, I'm
Listen, and because you've worked in education and work in education, but people don't understand, like, and I say it on stage, but the stress level, every single day, like something happen every day. Somebody is crazy every single day. Demarius is gonna burn something down every day, and you like, please, God, let him not come today. Why? Why didn't he take a sick day? I need one of y'all take a sick day once a week.
Demarius got perfect attendance too.
Every day. You hear every day. How come you ain't never sick? Never. Never. Huh?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, Chastity, you are amazing. Let me ask you some on the road questions. I'm jumping all over, but people want to know a little bit about you too. Let me ask you this. So I know you're a Michael Jackson fanatic still to this day.
Yes.
My son is too. Shout outs to little Dominic. He just a fanatic of Michael Jackson. Who in the industry have you like almost shocked? Like, is that such and such? Who have you ever been starstruck? And if you have, who was it? Because you've seen everybody. Like
I've met a lot of people. Been in the room with a lot of people. Like, wow, oh my God. I've had a few instances. I was okay. So one instance, I have a couple stories, two stories. The first one is I was at the ABFF, the HBO Comedy Wings competition in 2015 in New York, and I was blessed to win, and then I got to go to the award ceremony. So this is, you got to do the whole thing, the red carpet thing, and interest and stuff, and press, and it was awesome, and it was an amazing experience. And I'm standing in the lobby, D-Rock, and Jennifer Lewis comes through. And Jennifer Lewis, those people that don't know, Broadway movie actress, everybody's mama, she's Tina Turner mama. What's Love Got to Do with It? She was Tupac mama in Poetic Justice. And she walks by and she just just floats by. She just floats. She just gradually just floats by like she on a cloud. Like she just, and she goes by, where's my seat? I was like, oh my God. So she and I ended up in the seat, and it just show you, because the Bible always come up true. And they told me where to sit. Like I was gonna go sit in the back, right?
Right.
And they were like, no, you're gonna sit right here. And I was like, and it reminded me of a scripture. It was like, God, let them tell you where to sit. And and I sat there, and so she was on one side, and then Tracy Ellis Ross is sitting on the other side of me. So I'm like, I can't believe God. And I'm sitting there like, God, I can't believe I'm here. And then she glides in, she comes in, right? She full Diana Ross energy, full, do you know where you're going to? Right? She came in. Oh, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe, What? And I'm holding my composure. That was a great moment and was like, wow. And then the second one is this was like my first trip to Los Angeles in like 2000. And I had just, with the blessing, and this is an interesting story that's connected to something else, but I had just seen the Queens of Comedy tour, right? Mm-hmm. You remember? And I had got a chance to talk to Monique after the show, and she was so nice and so sweet, just encouraging. Yeah. And she gave me people's numbers. Like I was like, I'm going to LA and Miss Monique. And and she's like, yeah, and baby, just do, talk to this person, this and that. And so I got out there, and one of my friends, Allison Phillips, shout out to Allison, worked at the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. And so she had access to some events. So I got a chance to go to an event where they were honoring Gregory Peck, right? From, famous actor from, To Kill a Mockingbird and, Hollywood royalty. So I got to be there with all these other amazing folks. And right after, we go to the premiere of The Nutty Professor, The Clumps, the second one. And of course, I'm freaking out because I'm like, this is two of my favorite people, Eddie Murphy and Janet Jackson, in the same place. Yes. I cannot believe this. Yes. So I'm there freaking out, just freaking out. And I'm watching people go by. First, Tito Jackson walked past me. I said, is that bowler hat Tito? Is that Tito? Jesus. Right. So that was that. And then everybody's going by and I'm taking pictures. I'm amazed. And then I see who and his wife gave me a dirty look, and please forgive me, Miss Jam, but Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis go by. And I have loved Jimmy Jam
forever
for many, many years, right? Since Purple Rain, since before Purple Rain, since Cool, since I don't play that keyboard. Right? I'm standing. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Hey, Jimmy Jam, I love you. His wife was like,
"Back up, bitch."
And I said, "No, ma'am. It's Jimmy Jam, And so that and then just amazing. Even shout out to Damon Williams for getting a chance to do the Tom Joyner Fantastic Voyage in 2017. There's 15 stories from there that we don't even have time for me to tell. For me to even see Frankie Beverly in a white hat in the lobby, like, hey. And I was like,
you still living? and you mentioned
time.
You mentioned somebody that we both
in our lives. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
You mentioned somebody that we both love. This dude, Damon, opens so many doors for so many people. And it's crazy. He told me, okay, y'all know about 2 years ago, I was asked to come to the cruise, and I didn't know it was a competition. Yeah. Damon called me and said, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be great, man." He just started naming off some people, and I get there, and I don't know if I called you first, Chassie. I forgot whether we talked before or after, because I didn't believe it was real. I had been going through something. I just went through a house fire and a divorce. Right. Yeah, and I was like, nah, somebody playing with me. Somebody ain't being called to no cruise for no nah. So I get there. Chastity is doing a whole boat. I'm talking about this event. They had her doing this event, this event, that event. She had her own almost own security. Like I know her. Like I know her though. I know her. Just tell her look over here. I'm D-Rock. Hey,
we went to school.
We went to school. We went to same school.
We went to school together. Yeah.
I know her. And they looking like, dude, okay, but she working. like it was so crazy that Damon is a part of everything, and he's the most non-selfish comedian I know.
He's amazing.
Man,
He is an amazing man.
He put people in the right place at the right time, and you've shown him. You made him proud numerous of times because he'll tell me, dude. Now if you was Chastity, he'll tell me if you was Chastity. I'm like, what you mean? I can't be. I can only be D-Rock, but I'm just saying, if you was Chastity, I could get you on the tour. I'm like, come on, bro. But no, it's never any. I just love the fact that when I go and I see people that I know that I work with that I'm affiliated with. I mean, we've had conversation on the phone, 2-3 hours, and we ain't even talking about comedy. We just talking about life and just being in the presence of greatness. So you are who you are, and I thank you for being a friend to me. Like seriously,
thank you, sir. You listen. I speaking of the boat, I was so proud of you, man. I was so proud. I was like, and you're supposed to be neutral, hosting it, and I'm like, I'm pulling for D-Rock. I can't say it out loud. And I'm like, every time you went up, I was like,
just so much fun. It was just crazy. It was just, and like I said, the competition part really kind of threw me off. And then those couple judges that came to like, dude, if he didn't curse, if he didn't do, you would be one of the top. I'm like, dude, I had got to the last round, and I was like, dude, I already won. Like y'all don't understand. Like I forget the money, forget the accolades of being the win. I already won. My comedy, my originality, the stories that I was telling that I learned from you and Marlon and all these cats, just be original. That got me there. I didn't pay to be there. They paid me to be there. It was like, so I already won. So I'm gonna ask you this. I know you gotta go.
Wait. I want to say really quick before you ask me the next question. Okay. Because I have to say that you and we would talk, when we talked, me, you and Marlon and Anthony last week, but I can remember, and I always talk to you about these leather pants. You with these, listen, when I first started doing stand-up, you guys, and I mean, when I tell you the first time I saw you, I'm telling you, we was at Mr. Park's place. It's this hole in the wall. They had male strippers, and you were amazing. I'm talking about it was easy. You came in full. You had like a Donny Hathaway apple hat, leather pants, and you boots. You was killing it. Ooh, New Jack City. You couldn't tell you no. Ooh, and you were so funny and so effortless. And you had your own show at the time. You were doing the show on the local cable, the Matter. You had your own sketch show. Like it was, you have always been somewhat, for real. I have always looked up to you. I have always been like, this guy is awesome. You can do any crowd, anywhere. It's effortless. It's easy. Just your likability, your speed, your timing, your pacing, your relatability, your ability to connect with. This is what people are feeling or doing. I don't even remember all the things over the years. There's been so many, material topics and bits and jokes and stuff, but you have such a knack, and it's easy. You can go off the hip. You can run the bits. It's just, you got one-liners. You got, so it's just, I've always just watched you just like, he is so damn good. He is so damn funny.
I'm a fan of you too. I'm sitting now. You making me kind of. I'm trying to be a man now. You gonna push?
It's true, man.
But no, but true, man. Getting that from you is better than getting it from anybody. Like seriously, and hearing you say certain stuff. Like I'm a comedian's comedian, which I watch you guys, and I'm like, man, that was just amazing. Like, why these people ain't standing up? Why these people ain't throwing roses on the stage? Why? Like, what's going on? I mean, it just gets to the point where you just like, wow. So, Chess, let me ask you, my other guest is just tuned. He just popped in. But first of all, thank you. And please let the people know, where can they see you at next? Where can they follow you? How can they follow you? How can they make sure they support Chastity Washington and what she do?
Well, they can follow me on Facebook, Chastity Washington 37, Instagram, Chastity_Washington. Remember to spell it CHASTITY, small titty at the end, _Washington. people don't spell it right. Like Chastity D. No, there's no D in it. They can also look at Chastity Washington TV, where I'm developing content. There's some content on there on YouTube, and also Chastity Washington on YouTube. Yeah, and the Watching Hour podcast on Anchor and Spotify. And yeah, just hit me on Messenger. Just say hi or whatever. Yeah, the next couple of performances, I have quite a few things happening in Chicago. I'll be at Zany's. Oh Lord, August 8th. Ooh, 7th.
Okay. Right.
Somewhere. I'm sorry, August 8th. And August 7th, I'll be at Marlin Hills Comedy Pub. The next week and a half or so, this Saturday, I'll actually be in Brillen, Wisconsin, and I'll have that posted on my Facebook and my Instagram. I'll be in Brillen, Wisconsin, for a show up there. What else is going on? The next week and a half after that, I'll be in New York, and then I'll be, and I'll post those dates. Black Ass Comedy Show on August 1st in Brooklyn, New York. So yeah, so that's it for right now. Locally, people can come Marlin Hills Comedy Pub, August 7th at 7 p.m. I'll be at the Laughing Tap, Milwaukee, which is the comedy club here over on South 5th Street for all women's storytelling. I believe that's August 27th, Thursday. It's a Thursday. So yeah, so that's what I have, and I'll post everything regularly on my Instagram and my Facebook. So
hey, follow Chastity Washington if you want to laugh. If you want a good laugh, make sure you get out and check out Chastity Washington. She's on the card. Trust me. It's going to be a great and funny show. Chastity,
the Greek show, Chicago Greek show. I'm sorry, at Riddle's Comedy Club, Labor Day weekend. So September 5th. That's Sunday. At Riddle's Comedy Club, the Greek comedy show. They have representatives from all the Greek letter organizations. So yes, that's also posted. Sorry about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. I will be getting you back on soon. We got to do a longer than this.
Patrice Green. Where's Patrice Green?
Oh, now, but she around. When I told her I was having you on the show, she got so excited. So
tell her hello for me, and tell her I love her. I love her so much. She is so awesome, man.
Done deal. Thank you so much, Chastity. I'll talk to you later, sweetie.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Thank you. All right, y'all. It's again right here on blowradio.com. It's your boy D-Rock, y'all. I already had a great show. Y'all already know it. Y'all have heard it. Y'all have seen it. We had C.O. Woodson talk to my boy Doc B, my Sagittarius brother. Talk to my sister Chastity Washington just a second ago. But now this brother right here, I am a fan of this brother. Been on Def Jam. When I say Def Jam, I mean go back and look at the tapes. A lot of comedians. Honestly, the host always say Def Jam. They always say Comic View. They always say, but this brother, you can Google him. You can Google him. You can see him actually on these shows. And he's the most, how can I put it? He don't go right down the street. He gonna go across the street, down the street. This brother writes books, writes plays. We're gonna find out more about him. This is actually my first time meeting the brother. We have been talking over Instagram and Facebook or inbox and whatever. I bought his book before. I bought some information from him. Always been relevant in the comedy world. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing to the JustPatrice live show right here on blowradio.com with yours truly, D-Rock, Elevated. JP Elevated, JPA Elevated. Let me calm down. This brother bringing him to the show right now. None other than Mr. Daryl Littleton.
Yeah, Littleton. Like
hey, I'm gonna say it like this.
We're killing people.
D Militant.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
How you doing, D?
I'm loving life, man. First of all, thank you for taking time out, man, just to kick it with a brother, man. We've been talking for the last 5 or 6 years, just back and forth. But thank you for taking time out, man. Let the people know who you are and what you do real quick.
Well, I want to start by saying, shout out to Chastity Washington. The last time I worked with her was in Racine, Wisconsin, and that was the end of, it was right before COVID hit.
Okay.
So it was that December before COVID. And yeah, you're right. She ain't no slouch. You better pack a lunch if you want to follow her.
That's right.
I packed my lunch that night because I had worked before, and yeah, she went up after me. She went up before me, and she knows how to connect to that audience, man. Yeah, so it was a pleasure watching the interview you just had with her because yeah, she's good people and she's funny as hell.
Thank you.
So now that I've done that, now that I've done my good deed,
who are you and what you do?
Well, here's the deal, because you did ask me an honest question. Who am I? What do I do? What I am not is a hater of any other comic. I don't care what no other comic gets. I don't care if you get $1 trillion tomorrow because you told one joke and you stole my joke. I don't care, because whatever is meant for me, I'm gonna get mine. And if you going ahead and hustling for somebody else, I've been doing this for 30 years. So I've seen them come and go. I remember a guy told me one time in my first year of comedy, he said, man, I'm gonna give this thing 1 year. If I don't get over in a year, I'm out. 366 days later, I did not see that brother again. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. This is not for everybody.
That's
so
right.
Who I am is I'm a guy who actually, I got into comedy kind of late. I was like 28 years old. And I know you're gonna do the math now and figure out I'm 92, but it doesn't matter. I still look good for 92, goddamn. When I got into comedy, I had already done like real estate. I had started sales before then. So to me, comedy, not that it's a sale, but it is. When you got to sell a joke, you got to sell yourself. It's the same principles of sales. But I used to sell real estate. I did mortgages. I used to go door to door. I sold security bar. No, this is funny. I used to sell security alarm systems. Like if somebody tried to break in your house, to hit the window, boop, 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 boop. And then somebody would say, well, I don't know, man. I don't think that's going to work for me. It's like, no problem, sir. I got security bars here. I was Mr. Haney. I was that motherfucker off of Green Acres. Whatever you need, I'll pull it down. I got it. I got you. So when it came to comedy, it's like, this wasn't really a hard thing for me as far as the hustle. Right. The discipline of comedy is hard for anybody. You got to find who you are on stage. And once you find that, don't walk away from it. Because everybody knows about Jimmy Walker hated, Dynamite and JJ and Flip Wilson didn't like being Geraldine, but that's what got you over. And the dumbest thing in comedy, and black comedy, white comedy, it don't really matter. The dumbest thing in comedy was, do you remember the Unknown Comic?
He had the bag over his face.
Had his bag over his head. Okay, he had bookings up for 2 years, solid, around the world. He had tours set up, but his ego took over because he could take the bag off backstage and walk around the showroom. Ain't no groupies. See, that's one thing about comedy. We like groupies.
That's right.
It's part of the business. Damn it. Right. Shit. So he take his bag off. Don't nobody know who he is. Ain't nobody clapping for him. He walking around and everybody's like, hey, out of the way, buddy. So he went on TV and took the bag off like, hey, I'm Murray Langston. And his agents and managers got a call the next day. You can't be the Unknown Comic if we know who you are. It was the greatest gimmick in show business history, but he blew it. He blew it. And I knew who that guy was. Anybody used to watch the old Sonny and Cher show, the old one. Well, Sonny was alive, obviously. The old Sonny and Cher show. Murray Langston was one of the comedians on the show. You had a brother, I forgot what his name was. You had a brother, you had Murray Langston, you had a couple other cats, ensemble comedians. Mm-hmm. And he was a breakout. He was a breakout because he came up with that Unknown Comic, and then he was stupid because he got rid of it. I don't know what he's doing now. Probably hitting crack somewhere while I'm talking.
with a bag over his head.
With a rope around that
right. So D Militant, man, when I first saw you, and I don't want to put a date on them horrible years, but I do remember seeing you come out on stage at Def Jam. I think it was the first season. Am I correct?
Third season.
Third season.
It was Martin's last season, though, which makes it significant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And he brought you out, and you came out with how can I say? It was like it's like a notion that I don't care if you laugh or not, but you're gonna listen to me.
Right.
And you had a point. You had a point, a Black Power point, but it was also funny and relatable. How did you come up with that difference of being who you are and the name D Militant? What did that?
I was, man, you know, life is a matter of people you meet and positions you put in. And if you kind of go along with the right way or the smart way, I was lucky I had a dad. And he had been raised in the South in Alabama. He had a good foundation. He had went to the military, so he was a world traveler. So when he came back and started raising me, it wasn't about I'm trying to be your friend. I got to raise you because it was, I can date it. It was in the 60s and 70s. I'm raising you to be a man. And his thing that he always told me, and it was really cool, he said, what would you do if I wasn't here? And he died in 1977. I was 18 years old. And I had just graduated like 3 weeks before, and then he died. And then all of a sudden, it's like, he ain't here. So what did I do? I fucked up a lot. I ain't gonna lie. And every time I did it, it's like, you know, if he was here, I probably wouldn't have fucked up like that. I could have asked and got some advice. So I had to go real quick. And it's like, and then I start, you know, people say, what would Jesus do? I would always say, what would my dad do? Or what would my dad want me to do? And then I kind of avoided a lot of pitfalls and all that. Going back to the main thing. I produced BET's Comic View because they still don't know who the hell I am. Just some nigga with a camera on talking shit.
Y'all hear it again. He produced. Said it again, real slow.
I produced BET's Comic View, and I am I'm full of first. I'm the first comedian to produce a comedy show for comedians. I'm the first one to do that. And I actually have a show right now on Tubi that I produced back in 1990. I don't know if you know about it or not. It's called Comedy on the Edge. If you go to Tubi, it was Jamie Foxx's first TV appearance, D.L. Hughley's first TV appearance, Yvette Wilson. You've got Lance Crothers on the show. We just coming out with new episodes from the old show. We got Buddy Lewis, we got Rory Flynn, we got Edwanda White, we got a bunch of people. Jetta Jones is on the show. And I got a stand-up set that's coming on the show. For those of you who haven't seen me do stand-up in a long time, then I got a stand-up that'll be on there pretty soon. So I produced BET's Comic View. I am the first African-American board member of the Comedy Hall of Fame. And Comedy Hall of Fame, thank you, my brother. It is a big deal.
Yes,
we
sir.
got to deal with PBS right now. So I'm going to be able to exploit and the memory of a lot of Black people, because we just formed a Black division and there's only 3 Black board members on there. I'm the first one. I brought in Franklin Ajayi and Robert Townsend. So we're pretty illustrious. We got what's his name? Adam McKay, the guy who used to do the Will Ferrell movies, his manager, who used to direct those. He's on the board. Jay Roach is on the board. A lot of lawyers and, you know, people with last names, with a lot of witches and Goldbergs and all that kind of stuff. So they created a Black division. I'm in charge of that. So we're doing a lot of stuff. We got a Dick Gregory documentary coming out. And the one that Showtime did was great. But we got a Dick Gregory. We're talking to Dick. It's not clips. It's not, you know, interview stuff. We talk, and Dick was cantankerous, as everybody knows. Dick didn't take no bullshit. So we got Dick in his real glory of talking trash. And so real excited about that. What else have I done? Done a lot of stand-up, traveled the world, wrote for 100 comedians, and books. I've written 9 books. I'm working on my 10th, 11th, and 12th simultaneously. I'm working on 3 books right now simultaneously. And the thing about comedy that I want to point out to anybody thinking about doing it or doing it is, it's the Wild Wild West. It's untamed. There are no rules to comedy. I'm writing a book, and I'll be honest with you, I'm writing a book called The Unwritten Rules of Comedy, because I know pretty much all of the unwritten rules. So I'm writing a book, but
That's right.
because there are no real rules of comedy. See, the unwritten rules are stuff like comedy etiquette. What do you do when this situation happens, or what do you do when that situation happens? But that's just one way to do it. There's a lot of ways to do it. Bernie Mac stood up there in front of a Def Jam audience and said, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Told a joke, hit it, and told a joke. Whereas Bill Burr was bombed in front of a Philadelphia audience. He just said, okay, I got 11 minutes. I'm going to talk about you bastards all 11 minutes. And he talked about the town. So there's no stern way to do comedy. It's all based on your imagination. Podcasts. 5 years ago, who had a podcast? 10 years ago, nobody had a podcast. Didn't even know what a podcast was.
Right.
I came along in the era where there was no comedy boom. And I tripped on this when I talked to people like Cedric or DL or Jamie, or people who came from my generation. Why did you get into comedy? Because I got in 88. The comedy boom didn't happen until late 90, early 91. Mm-hmm. And you had just this bunch of comics from around the country that when the comedy boom hit and they say, hey, TV shows, all these people came from people you never heard of, people you know nothing about. And it changed the landscape of movies, TV. Damn, everybody got a TV show. If you didn't get a TV show, you were on a tour. If you didn't get a tour, you were doing movies. If you weren't doing movies, you were writing for somebody. The opportunities in the early 90s for any comic, if you didn't do nothing, that was on you. That was on you. If you have no footage of anything, completely on you, because they were looking for people. Yeah. And like I said, I was producing Comic View, and they came to me and said, we need to find more people. Here's a funny story, RNSJ story for you. I saw RNSJ at the Comedy Act Theater. They had told me recruit more comics. And I went over to RNS and I bought him a drink and I said, hey man, you know, over at BET, we want more comics for Comic View. He said, man, I ain't doing that shit. I'm gonna do Def Jam. That's what I'm gonna do. My material. I'm gonna do it on Def Jam. I'm gonna blow the fuck up. Fuck BET. And it's like, okay, all right, I understand what you're saying, but let me just say two things to you that might change your mind. He said, what? And I said, Shucky Ducky, Jamario. And he said, so what? I said, both of them brothers was on Comic View. They're on tour right now. We're at a club this weekend locally. Them niggas is on the road. So you don't have to do Comic View, but Comic View plays you twice a day, 6 days a week. We repeat your ass till people are so tired of you, they know who the fuck you are. Def Jam plays you twice. And if you missed you the first time, I may not stay at home Friday night to see this nigga on the rerun. I may miss it. But with Comic View, I'm going to see it. And our dad said, all right, I'm in. And that's how he got the show. That's how he became the host. I was doing that for all kind of people, man. I was letting them know we ain't paying you. We're $150, but we'll give you $50,000 worth of free publicity that you can't get nowhere else. And that's
so smart, man. I mean, it's a lot of comedians that don't do homework. I did my homework and I watched the credits. At the end of the credits, a comedian told me, watch the credits, D-Rock. No such entertainer. Watch the credits. Watch the credits. You want to find out who writing? Watch the credits. Watch the credits. So when I seen your name come up as producer, I'm like, D. Miller Tot. And then I go back and I look and I'm like, oh, he was on this. He did this. He did that. And dude, you've been funny. You've been doing your thing a long time. And some of that, and majority of it has been behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know that. For a lot of people, man.
That was not planned. That wasn't planned.
Okay.
I want everybody else that got into stand up. Hey, I want to stand on stage and tell jokes around the world and, you know, get the big money and the fine women and fast cars and all that. But it's a machine. Show business is a machine. And that's why certain people get pushed. Certain people do not get pushed. Certain people get pushed. And if they, I'm not going to say offend, but if they don't go along with the program, they get pushed back and minimized. And your average career lasts about 5 to 10 years. That's the reality of it. If you look at who was around 5 years ago or 10 years ago, a lot of them people ain't around no more. And if they are, they're not hot anymore. I mean, people try to blow away what I'm saying, but it's true. If you can be hot for a certain period of time, but then you just established. I can use Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne was hot, what, in the 70s, 80s? So he had a good 10-year run. He's established now. You don't run out to a movie to see a Lawrence Fishburne movie, but if Lawrence Fishburne is in it, you say, God damn, this is going to be good as fuck. Because Lawrence Fishburne's in it. This is going to be a good movie. It's like Morgan Freeman. Who goes to see a Morgan Freeman movie? Morgan Freeman's established. He ain't got to prove nothing else to know about Angela Bassett. The list go on and on. So people who continue to work, that don't mean they hot. They working. I'm talking about that Andrew Dice Clay kind of hot. Remember that?
Man, come on now.
When you're selling out stadiums, that kind of hot. I'm talking about that Dane Cook kind of hot. When that white boy first came on, come on, man.
Rockstar. That's right.
See, so I'm talking about the unknown comic kind of hot. So he only can go to warm and to cold. When Lawrence Fishburne said it, he said it's better to be warm. Because warm, you go all the way through. Ain't nobody tripping you. But if you hot, somebody always want to knock you down because there's haters out there. And if you cold, they want to look down on you and keep you cold. They don't want to help you. They want to keep you down there. So
that's right, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna ask because I remember you put it out on Facebook. It had to be Facebook. It might have been Black Page. I don't know. What was Black Planet? No, just kidding. But you put something out. You put something out, and you said, if you comics want to travel or you want to work, send me. I don't know. It was probably like $50. And
it was nothing.
It was nothing. And I sent it to you, and you sent me a list. I think you emailed me a list. I probably still got it if I look for it. You emailed me a list of comedy places. And like I said, I kept a full-time job. So I started calling some of these places, and they was like, yep, send me a tape or send me something. I got you. And I was booked in a lot of those places. A lot of people was asking, like, how you getting booked? And I'm like, dude, D Militant got it right on his page. And they like, come on, man, give me the email. I'm like, I need $15 because I paid this for it. And they, oh man, but you summed it up. And it was before we was doing live stuff like this. But you just because I read it, I studied you, and you put it in. And another thing you said if you wanted to get past somewhere, put it in a book, and nigga ain't gonna never read it. Do you remember that? You doing that?
Well, see, I put so much stuff out there that's free information. See, I was like I said, I was lucky. I had mentors like Ronaldo Ray, Robin Harris, Brad Sanders, Simply Marvelous, Rodney Winfield. These people, I would ask them stuff, and they generously gave me information. They didn't charge me nothing. We were working together around the same club, and sometimes the information came, in a very nice way. Sometimes it came harsh. Dick Gregory used to talk shit to me. Dick Gregory cursed me out 3 times in life. John Witherspoon cursed me out. Paul Mooney has cursed me out twice. Yeah. But the reality is, when all them old school dudes curse you out, they'll always come back and to let you know, I'm only taking the time to let you know, motherfucker, because you can't do it that way. Because if you do it that way, you ain't gonna last. And so they ain't got time to be coddling you like, well, D, man, brother, you nah. See, you got to talk to a dude like me a certain kind of way. You can't go that soft. You got to come hard, brother. You got to hit me between the eyes, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. Shit, he's right. Then I get it. All of them knew that. So I give away a lot of free information because the higher you get as far as being a comic, when you first start, you're at the comedy club, you're around all the comics. And then you're an opener, you're a host, you're a feature, and then you're a headliner. But if you're on the road, the number of people you see in comedy are less and less. When I was headlining, I didn't see no other comic until I got to the show, and I was the host. The host would go up, do their thing, and then they do 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then they bring me up, and I do the rest of the time. But it can be a lonely profession, and my thing is, don't get me wrong, groupies take care of it, but it can be I'm happily married now, so I don't mess with groupies now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back in the day, goddamn.
Oh, no. Right. Long time ago.
Yeah, wall to wall. Here's the cab. Go on home. Can't stay here. You ain't gotta go home, but you just can't stay here because I got a wallet and I want to keep it, and I don't know you. Chick will go to bed with me on the first night. Well, you know the rest.
Yes.
But no, I give away a lot of free information because, see, this is my thing. It's black comedy. Don't get me wrong, it's comedy, but Latins book Latin comics first. They will book a black comic, but they take care of their own. Asians will book an Asian comic first. Black comics should book black comics before they let anybody else in the door. It's just a matter of people are tribes. We're tribes. So ain't nobody trying to say it's a racial prejudice thing. Black comics do book white comics all the time. But if you're going to take care of the white man before you take care of your brother, then there's something wrong. Because that white man is going to be taken care of by another white man before you take care of your black ass. So don't get it twisted. You're funny and all that. But my thing is, I heard an Asian guy say it best on the radio. He said, I'm Chinese man. He said, I have nothing against black man. But I'm Chinese man, so I help Chinese man first. And that stuck with me. That stuck with me because when you see Chinese, they together, bro. You don't see them going on the media dogging each other out. I saw an Asian bum one time. This is funny as hell. I was driving someplace. I saw him on one of the islands by the freeway. I had never seen one before. It was like a unicorn. Saw that sucker. I wouldn't do what I had to do. I had to like pick up some tape stock or something. Only took like 10 minutes in and out the door. Came back. 15 minutes later, he was gone. Gone. And I know what happened. His people came and got his ass.
Right.
Remember that movie? What was it? Drop Squad? They would grab somebody, throw them in a van and shit, and straighten their ass out. They had to debrief that motherfucker. Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Making us look bad.
Asians don't bomb. They don't bomb. They're not transients. They're not tramps like that. So I throw out a lot of information for black comedians. Anybody can use it. Jewish, don't matter, Middle East, anybody can use the information. But I mainly put it out for black comedians. I wrote a book called How to Be Funny, and that was primarily for black comedians. And it's not, I'm telling you how to be funny because if you're a comic, you're already funny. I'm telling you how to be professionally funny. So you can stay in this game and work it and do whatever the hell you want with it. If you want to have a day job, you could. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Because I'm trying to give you the tools of it ain't just about the stage. Because anybody can take you off the stage. See, there's the problem with comedy. If you're not diverse, anybody can mess up your game at any time. If I was just doing just stand-up, COVID came along. I can't do just stand-up. Now what am I going to do? I got to wait till the doors open again to make some money. I'm a writer. I'm a producer. So I do a lot of different stuff. I write for other comics. A guy called me yesterday. He said he needs some material. He'll get it tomorrow. So I try to do it. Like I said, to me, comedy is like you're a kid in a playground. And this is all the stuff you want to play with and stuff you've never played with before. And so nobody can tell you how to play with it as long as it's fun. And that's all comedy is to me. I'm my own boss. And that's one thing about comedy. You can be your own boss. Nobody can fire you. Nobody can, dock you. And you ain't going to come back and kill yourself. So you ain't got to worry about an employee blowing your brains out. So if you're your own boss, you kind of chart your own course. And don't get it twisted that your manager, your agent, that they're your employers. They're not. They're your employees. They get 10 to 15%. If you're getting the majority, how the hell are they your employers? So you have to know which butt to kiss, and you have to know how to let people know who's really has the leverage here. And sometimes it is them. Don't get me wrong. They're 15%. If they got something for you and you start acting an asshole, they'll give it to somebody else. So knowing how much leverage you have, but also being smart enough with it, and then having a set of principles of your own. what you will do and what you won't do. When I hear dudes complain about, they approached me to wear a dress, and it's like, okay, you didn't do it. What's the big deal? You didn't get into show business to put on a dress, and you would do it if you thought it was that funny and it was perfect for the movie or the TV. You would have done it, but you know the stigma on it, and that's why you ain't gonna do it. And then I never got approached to put on a dress. I got approached to do other stuff, not gay activities, but play gay, and I just wasn't gay enough for them. My wrist wasn't limp enough. It just my shit's all rigid, I didn't know how to snap the way they wanted. And
so if I'm a comedian,
that came out, they wanted to change my name to Whoopsie Wooly.
What?
I tell that story all the time. I don't want to overtell it, but if you never heard it, I'll tell it.
No, please tell it.
It's a great story. I was at the Comedy Store. They auditioned me 8 weeks in a row because it was Monday night. And, I have Monday Night Football, so there's hardly any audience, 12, 15 people. But I was ripping every single time. So Missy Shore, finally, it was like the 8th week. And I asked the manager, I said, man, how many minutes do you get if you're a regular here? He said, 20 minutes. I said, I've come here for 7 weeks, and I've given you 10 minutes of different material. So I've given you 70 minutes. I'm going to give you 80 tonight. He said, yeah, she'll make a decision tonight. So I went up, I did my thing, and she called me over to her booth, and she said, oh, my God, you're so funny. I love what you do, and I'm going to blow you up. And I'm like, oh, yes. And she said, and I like Whoopsie Wooly. And I said, huh? What? Huh? What'd you say? And she said, I like Whoopsie Wooly. And then, what's the Whoopsie Wooly? That's what we're going to call you, Whoopsie Wooly. And I'm thinking, you ain't going to call me no goddamn Whoopsie Wooly. What? How the fuck you gonna do it? How you gonna do it, brother, like that? I mean, 1 minute you gonna blow you up. I'm gonna blow you up. Now I see what you did for Jimmy Walker. I see what you did for Richard Pryor. You blow. I see what you did for Robin Williams. You blow motherfuckers up. So I'm down.
Right.
Blow me up. Push. Go on and blow me up. But you're not calling me Whoopsie Wooly. And that was kind of the beginning of the end. I got a reputation of being difficult after that because I said, okay, well, I said, I have a stage name, D. Militant. She said, yeah, I know. She hated it. She was an old Jewish woman that wanted nothing to do with D. Militant. And I said, well, why would you just call me Daryl Littleton? And she said, all right. She didn't want to do it. Now, the thing is, and I knew this was going to happen, it's her club. I can ask for whatever I want. I can draw my line in the sand all I want to. But at the end of the day, it's her club. And one day she's going to wake up and realize, who the hell is this motherfucker to tell me what to do in my goddamn club? But I had 9 months before she did that.
Right.
I stuck around for a while. I dictated a certain amount of policy. And then finally she realized, who is this motherfucker? And
a lot of people don't know that she runs the club, and her son is
Pauly Shore. Yeah, the Weasel.
Everybody knew.
Yeah, the MTV. Man, that is so funny that you say that. See, I've told that story a lot. And I think Pauly has heard that story because I saw Pauly about 2 months ago at the Comedy Store. We were putting our names on the wall and shit. And I hadn't seen this dude in decades. And we used to always be cool. And I said, hey, Pauly, what's up, man? And he's like, hey, man. And I said, you don't remember me? You used to call me Tone Loc. He said, yeah, I remember you. Man, why do you keep giving me a hard time? And I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't done nothing to you. But if I talked about your mama, I guess that is kind of giving you a hard time.
Let me see if we can some music, and then hopefully we'll be back. It looked like it's coming back in.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Lost me?
No. Yeah, I lost you for a minute, but you were saying.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What was I talking about? Pauly Shore?
Pauly Shore, yeah.
Oh, no. I was just saying I saw Pauly Shore a couple of months ago at the Comedy Store, and he asked me why was I giving him a hard time. And I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. And then I realized I told that Whoopsie Wooly story a lot. And you know, and I do his mother's voice, and you know, and sometimes I over exaggerate it. And so if you talk about somebody's mama, yeah, I guess they could kind of get mad at you. But you know, your mama was
right, right. So if I'm a comedian that wants to get into the game, first of all, I want to let you know this: we're working on getting you here. I want to put some comedians in front of you, if you don't mind. I want to bring you here. I want to bring you back to Milwaukee. You came to Racine. That's not quite Milwaukee, but we're gonna bring
you were there, right?
Yeah, we're gonna bring you. We're in Milwaukee.
I know, but weren't you? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had come to that show because it was a TP Lucas show.
Nope, I wasn't there, but I know TP. I know TP
very well. I think you knew him. All right.
He connected. He connected with his blind ass that he can see. Anyway,
right. He can roll weed, but he's blind. It's amazing. Right, that's what I do. And he knows when you've been holding it too long. Yeah,
exactly. So we're gonna bring you to Milwaukee. I want to put some comedians in front of you. And either they want the feedback or not. We'll talk about that later. But I want to make sure people, if they want to get in contact with you, how do they reach out to you?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. I want to give your audience a free gift, as a matter of fact. Go to my website, funnylit.com, funnylit.com. You go to the section that says books, go all the way down, and what you'll find is a calendar. It's a calendar that lasts a lifetime. It's called This Day in Comedy, but for instance, today I think it's Butter Beans and Susie. Last week was a couple of days ago was Eddie Griffin. So every day something happened in comedy, and this calendar has that. But it's not a 2021 or 2022 calendar. You could have this calendar in 2050. And it's got a hell of a soundtrack to it. It's real cool. And all you got to do is just yank that link out, put it in your phone, put it wherever, your laptop, and it's a cool calendar to have. So that's free. That's for me. Go to funnylit.com. All my contact information is there. If you wanted to hire me as a speaker, as a comic, if you want to buy one of the books, I have 9, as I said. 2 of them are on how to do comedy from the ground up. And then I've got, the 3 historical books. One of them is right here. What do you know? Hey. Just happen to be right here. What do you know? Here's one right here. This Day in Comedy is the Ethnic Encyclopedia of Laughter. And as you can see, Franklin Jai and Marsha Warfield had something to do with the introduction and the forward. So this is a good book because, as I say, I'll pick somebody everybody knows that I like. Okay, good. All right, so like we go to July 8th, you can see Bad Boys is there, and then there's something else there too. It looks like a Cheech and Chong movie. Yeah, so we got movies, we got birthdays, we got TV shows. It's all good, and then we got calendars too. At that site, this is a calendar for the comedy, and this is the calendar if you like music. All the musical groups are here. James Brown. Might as well show you real quick. Hold on. If you like Rick James, we got Rick James.
Yeah. Okay. I'm Rick James.
Yeah.
That's hot, man. That's hot.
Yeah, yes. We got Missy. Yeah, so it's all good. So go to funnylit.com, get a free gift from me, and then while you're shopping, might as well pick something up.
That's right.
We got videotape, we got audio. It's all cool.
But man, thank you so much doing for what you do for comedy, for yourself, for comedy. I see you do more for comedy than you do for yourself, because I see you always trying to uplift other people, man. So I thank you for doing what you're doing, man. Thank you for taking time out.
She has me on the street. I don't know how the relationship got flipped, but next thing I knew, I was on the street.
I love that, man.
Bringing the money home to comedy. Yeah.
Yes.
But go to Tubi and watch Comedy on the Edge. And I'm saying this, and I'm announcing it on your show. Comedy on the Edge was shot in 1990, and because there was no streaming back then, we aired it first season. Streaming opened up. We brought it back this year. We've got 8 shows. We've shown 5 episodes. We've got 3 more coming up. But Tubi liked it so much, they said, well, you want to put it back in production? even though those shows had already been shot. I'm going to put it back in production probably in August or September. I'm going to be looking for old footage from comics. So if you had anything from the 90s, anything from 2000 before, and it's been on YouTube or whatever, and you want to be exposed for it or have, get some work out of it or whatever, we need to talk. I'll send you an agreement, and if you like it, then we'll put you on TV.
Done deal. We're going to make that happen, man. But thank you for your time. Thank you for
thanks
your
for having me,
man. Thank you so much. I'll be contacting you, man. We'll get back together.
Let's do it, brother. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you, man. Bless you, bro.
You too.
All right, man. Yeah. Hey, man, just let y'all know that's an experience that most comics won't get. You can't buy the what just happened. This brother right here, D Militant, has done his thing over and over again. And like I said, I challenge you to go Google him. Go to Def Jam old tapes and watch this brother get announced by Martin Lawrence, and then look at the credits of some of the comedy stuff that you like nowadays. This brother has wrote for comedians that's still working to this day. Some of the hot comedians that you thought that was all hot, that stuff came from D Militant. That stuff come from D-Rock. I mean, and he's, you see what he's original, brother. He knows who he is. He loves comedy, and I thank him again for just being a part of my show that I'm taking over for Patrice for the next couple of times. But thank y'all so much for just tuning in, man. Just staying here. There's a couple people logging on and off, and I'm not at the numbers. I ain't about the numbers. I'm about the content. I had a couple brothers that tried to get on, but I couldn't cut D Militant, man. That's my dude right there, man. That's dude that I'm almost starstruck right there. I'm serious, brother. That brother right there, man, has done some marvelous things. And if you do your research, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. So I want to give a shout out to a couple people before I get logged off. I want to go to my comments real quick. There it goes again. This comes from Patrice. Let y'all know Patrice is not kidnapped. I didn't do anything to her or anything. She's actually working on her school. She's coming up with these last classes, and she needed some time. And I told her, don't, I will step in and help out as much as I could. Now she don't want me to do her homework. That ain't what she want. Cause anyway, I ain't finna go there. I barely graduated from high school. But anyway, Patrice Green just wrote, is absolute honor. Thank you for the blessing of this show and your time. Respect. Legendary status. Thank you so much, Patrice. That's hashtags on that. She know how to do it. Gonna give a shout out to Miss Mason Hayes. She said we never get the credits that we deserve, that she deserves. Yes, I know, but yes, she's getting her credit with me. Trust me, she is off the chain. Patrice, my manager, y'all. I don't let her manage no other comedians. I'm honestly, like, it's like two or three other comedians. They be like, D-Rock, can Patrice manage me? I'm like, nope, you ain't funny enough yet. You ain't funny enough. So it's all good. And then I help manage her too. So we trade, go back and forth. Patrice said she's about to cry on the show simply because everybody giving her shout outs. Chastity said she said Google me, bitch. Chastity watched it. Yes, Chastity was on the show. Give a shout out back to CL Woodson, the writer producer. We want to give a shout out to you, Patrice. He said it was his pleasure being on the show. And it was my pleasure doing the show. I'm trying to wrap up and make sure I get everything like I'm supposed to, because I hate going overtime. I want to give a big shout out to Homer Blow and blowradio.com for having me, for letting me sit in with Patrice and doing what she does. Just to let y'all know again what's happening with Patrice. Stay tuned because she got a lot of stuff planned. Are you finna get in here? You gonna step in real quick? She gonna step in real quick. Look, y'all. She here. She told me, she was like, D-Rock, I'm here, but I'm not here. So she's been here doing her thing, y'all. Go say something.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I know y'all can't see me. I just want to slide through real quick. I want to shout out to my boy. Thank you for holding it down for me. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of complaining about folks and their health and making sure they're taking care of themselves. So I did all my doctor stuffs and took care of all of my doctor stuffs. And then after that, I had some school things to take care of, and my boy was holding it down. So I'm very thankful. Thank you for you all who have been logging on, who's communicating with him, chopping it up with him. You know, it's hard out here, you know, talking to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that logged on. I'm so, dude, you had a dope show?
Yeah,
I'm
it was cool.
Wait, I'm like, who was all these famous people?
Yeah, D
oh my God, dude, you had D Militant on this show.
Yes,
I couldn't believe it, dude. I was so just like out of my mind, like just honored, honored, dude. You know, Chast is my girl.
Chast, that's my
sister.
I
love her. I'm like, where's all these? Do I need to be off the show, off to the side or something to get some good people on my show? I'm just like, this bananas, dude. Good show, great show today. Great energy today. I appreciate that. I appreciate how you, took the time to get to know to give the background on everybody on the show, whatever. But you always so giving, D, and I just really appreciate that. And you were available to, look out for a girl for the next couple. And I just want to thank you for. And
I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm going out of town next week, but Patrice, I really want to do the show live from Phoenix. Live from Phoenix. I'll be back. So I'll be taking over again for JustPatrice Live, and we're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna have fun with it, man, because she's giving me an opportunity to do something that I can't do every time. And she does this every Monday. I applaud you for that. I can't. I'll be calling in sick. I can't do it. Not know every Monday. Give me a couple Mondays out the month, but no, Lord. And thanks again to Homer Blow, blowradio.com. Blow go on every day talking to people. Yeah. And this, it was cool, but I couldn't do this 3-4 weeks in a row, and just talking to people, like getting the opportunity to talk to people like D Militant, CL Woodson, even Doc B, he don't get a chance to, talk on the radio. Yeah.
I was like, is that?
Dude, that's my Sagittarius brother. And then Chastity. Yeah,
and then, I'm not gonna be mad. But D-Rock, like, yeah, Doc B, I'm in the building. You know what?
They're my peoples.
I'm coming into 10 years. You know what I'm saying? About to be
10 years on, y'all. She been doing it.
We're going to figure out what we're going to do. And apparently I need to have me a star-studded event.
Hey, don't worry. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. It's about the people that's out there. And some of you guys logging in, logging out didn't really get into the comedy world, but this is for my comedians. So and we're gonna share it. We're gonna make sure everybody know it. It's on YouTube, so it's gonna be on my channel, which I'm working on, which is YouTube is KASOYF. Y'all know what it is. Keep a smile on your face. That's my organization. That's my foundation. That's my LLC. That's everything. And we're gonna really start pushing it to make people know where they can come to get some true comedy, some laughter. We need some laughter in our life. And I'm gonna keep going back to D Militant. What he said. You can't fire me. You can't fire me. Some people want to fire you from the radio. They want to fire you from TV. They want to fire you from all. But Kwame Brown is who I'm working on next. I want to talk to him. I'm trying to interview Kwame Brown because he's a brother that they called to bust his whole life, and now he's doing this. He has his own podcast, and he's making money and then giving the money away. That's what we supposed to do, y'all. We supposed to actually recaptivate and grab stuff and tell people it's more than out there than just what we see. Stop forcing stuff on our kids. And I don't want to, I know this is your show. I know this is blowradio.com, but I am so tired of watching stuff that's steering our kids down the wrong directions. Like I ain't got nothing against the lesbian group. I have nothing against them. I have nothing. If you're a lesbian and you grown, that's fine. But now we got shows that's pushing our kids towards being something they don't even know about. Why not watch a show like this where a kid want to be inspired to be a comedian, and they look up D Militant and be like, "What? That was him?" Or Chastity Washington? What? Oh, they want to be a DJ like Doc B. You can live 40 years DJing? That's what he do. That's what Chastity do. That's what D Militant has showed you, that you don't have to follow the format of being what you've been told you can be. Be what you want to be and captivate it and make some money on it. Same thing. How we doing it now?
Is that what you're doing?
Seriously.
Is that what you're doing?
Seriously. I'm loving it. I'm loving this right now. So again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, we're here live with JustPatrice. There she is right there, but I took over for a couple weeks to make sure she get her rest and make sure she getting her schooling together and make sure she getting her things together. I have no problem with stepping in when she needs me to. And we want to thank blowradio.com. I want to thank everything. Stop telling people your business. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out to Miss Thick with it. Oh, you don't want me to say it out loud. She said this part, what that part, this
That shit is sickening.
What's sickening? What's sickening? What you talking about, Miss Thick with it? She I guess me giving you props.
No, that's not.
That's not what she talking about. See, that's what I gotta get. I really gotta get that part. Yeah, get the timing on where she at. She is a doll. Okay, I get that. Okay, I get that. But yes, thank y'all for tuning in. Real talk. Thank y'all so much. We'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will be we'll be champions by the time y'all see me again. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I'm not saying Bucks and 6. I never said Bucks and 6. I just said one more win. One more win. One more win. But anyway, gotta play this one more time before we leave. Huh? No. All we need is one more win. What are you talking about? No, 2 more wins. If you going for the Suns, we finna have a problem. We finna have a problem. All we need is one more win. Do not do that. Don't. We's about to. Don't. What video?
When you was down there.
What you talking about? Nah, that was a win ago. No. Now we need one more win. Don't do that, Patrice. She almost got it. I swear. Not like she wanted it either. I swear, folks. That's what we not finna do. It looked like she was pulling for somebody else. Right now, that sun is down. Got to.
I don't even know, but he be like calling me. I got to get to know him because he be like calling me, just calling me.
Y'all, just let y'all know it's appreciation party is gonna happen, but more information will be right here, so don't make sure y'all stay here. And this your boy I Love Us right here.
Let them know what it is. The envy of many. No need.
Hey, I gotta loop that so it'll play over and over again. So we're gonna have a good time with that. Last 2 comments. Somebody texted me on my phone too and was like, dude, you need to ask the audience more questions. I guess they wanted me to ask them more questions. I apologize. I'll save some room for you guys next time. I know I had a lot of guests on today, but I want to make sure we get it. We talk to the guests. It's not about D-Rock. It's about the guests. So Ms. Thickwitter said, no, just because I love that chick next to you. Yes, and I do too. You're absolutely right. And Ms. Thickwitter also said,
Thank you. Hey, we want to thank y'all for logging on to blowradio.com. It's your girl, JustPatrice. Shout out to my brother, my homeboy, D-Rock, for holding it down for me. Yeah. I'm trying to find it. Listen, I love y'all, but for the sake of the wellness of my friend, we out. I holla.